Hello, everybody. How about that jam? TSOP MFSB. Not Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. That's a different set of initials. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time since May 16th, we are back into the night. Now, we told you back then when we were in the process of getting the house done, being able to move in, that we were working on the new house in the new studio. Not only did we do that, we also have a sunset cam. Are we not on, Robin?
Yes, we are on. I just realized that this darn riddle ate Lily's food.
That's okay, Robin. I think they'll survive.
I know.
You're going to worry about the cats as we're starting the first show in how many days now? Let's see if people... Because my math sucks. No, my math sucks. So let's see. May 16th was the last show that we did here into the night, of course, on No Filter Network, on X, on YouTube.
Uh-oh, they lost the feed.
Who lost the feed?
No.
Who lost it?
Okay. Sorry, we're just on... Boy, getting back into the swing of things. Miss Robin is like, there we go. We're not
going to do a live house tour tonight.
No.
But as you can see, Miss Robin and I have been working hard. Robin's done all the insulation and all the soundproofing. And it's not really soundproofing, it's sound baffling. Because when we were in the condo on the other side of Cape Coral, you know, we're in a small apartment. The ceiling was only 8 feet high, maybe 10. We're in 12-foot high ceiling. So we had to get the baffling in. We had to get all the stuff in. And ladies and gentlemen, we are here. And ladies and gentlemen.
Did you have a hiccup?
No, I'm just trying to see if I can get into the no filter speed. We've got YouTube going on. We got so many different platforms. So it's great to be back on. Glad you can hear us. We got people loving the new jingles, Robin, and we got to thank our buddy Mike Opelka.
Mike Opelka, man.
I mean, there's so many people who are doing, you know, back you used to have to pay jingle people to sing for you and spend money. Now, because of AI and geniuses out there who can just say, hey, I want a Tony Bruno Into the Night theme song that sounds like Philly soul, like, you know, the sound of Philadelphia, as I mentioned, TSOP back in the days with that Philly funk feel. You know, like it's sort of like the Schwar bombs of Into the Night shows. As the Phillies get ready again, we'll see if they'll score a couple runs tonight. They scored 19 last night. So we keep in track of all the sports. There's a lot of college football. NFL season opens next week. The Cowboys are in disarray. And we've got all kinds of updates. Miss Robin is here. We'll go live to the outside canal cam. And that's not really a canal anymore, Robin. What would you call that body of water?
Well, I mean, it's going to be a canal no matter what because of the fact
300 yards across.
I know, but a canal means that it was man-made. It is a canal. It was man-made.
The Panama Canal was man-made.
Yeah.
But we call that a canal. But we're not putting ships through here.
No, well, there's boats. There's large boats.
I don't know if this was man-made because the mangroves were there, Robin.
Yes.
The mangroves that are behind us. So they dug this area out, but we got the best spot because we have the most distance between our house and the mangroves.
I can.
Now, is that sexist?
So this is...
Or should it be mangrove or person grove?
Oh, wow. Look at how dirty the windows are.
Of course they are. We have salt water.
But there you go. That's our view from the office.
And we get the best sunsets every night. I got to tell you, this is the greatest sunset I've ever seen. I've seen a lot of sunsets as I do my Donald Trump impersonation. The sunsets here are the best sunsets. I don't think there's ever been sunsets better than there are here in Cape Coral, Florida. But we welcome everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, Bisa's in the house too. Now, is she still in Las Vegas?
Yes, she is.
That's
where she is.
Hi, Bisa.
Hi, Bisa. Are you there?
Sorry. Hi, everybody. I miss you all. You can hear me.
We miss you too. Gosh, Bisa was the first one that contacted me because I scheduled the show on No Filter a couple days ago, and she immediately texted me. She's like, "Oh my God, are we having a show?"
Yes.
So she was very excited.
So how many? Let's ask. Let's give out a prize. Now, if you're watching on No Filter, and you're a member, and again, you don't have to pay to get into No Filter, but No Filter is sort of like our home base because all of the technology runs through there first. So you go to nofilter.net, and the people who already are on No Filter and they know how to do this. I apologize for explaining it, but there's a lot of new people tuning in. And so we've got No Filter. You log in. Now, you have to have an account, but they're not going to take your social security number, your credit card number. You set up an account, and then you're able to log in. And when you log in, it's free. You can go in and join the chat room and engage with everybody else involved. And if you want to be on the show, because we don't take phone calls, but if you want to be on the show, through No Filter, you can actually knock. There's a little hand there, knocker room. I prefer big knockers, but we'll work on that later when the budget gets better. But these are little knockers like a little fist. Can we call them fisters or knockers, Robin?
I like calling him a fister, but,
That's a great hotel, of course, in Milwaukee if you're scoring at home. And if you are, congratulations. So we got a lot of good stuff to talk about, some weird stuff. We got the quintessential Florida update. It's almost like this story was waiting for us. So let me ask the question now. First person that gets this will get a No Filter shirt. How about that, Robin? We still have some of those?
We still have a couple.
So here's the question. May 16th, since I suck at math, Robin did the math for me, but I don't trust her math either.
Well, especially since I was doing 10 other things.
I know
at the
that,
same
so
time,
that's why I want to give the people a chance to win a prize, a fabulous prize, a No Filter T-shirt. So May 16th, the last show. It is now August 29th, the last Friday in August, the last Friday of the unofficial end of summer, Labor Day weekend in full effect. How many days has it been since we did an Into the Night show, Robin? How many days is that? I need my music to do my Jeopardy music. Do I have that in here?
I do not know. That is something that I did not check.
I got to get used to this machine again because I haven't used it in forever. But you know what we will do tonight, though, Robin?
2 cups of vodka. Good vodka.
Always.
Big pitcher. Just pour it right in.
Although our water sucks, everything sucks. So we have to get ice. We have to buy ice cubes still because our water filtration system sucks, and it tastes like a combination of sulfur and salt water. And I don't think there's any drink in any bar that anyone would drink.
I don't think
if
there's
it tasted
a
like
sulfur
sulfur.
taste.
I don't care how drunk you are, how cheap the bar is. Even if they give you like 3 for a $1, you're still not going to drink these cocktails. And by the way, Robin, we haven't even popped out any cocktails because we did the shows on 1210 WPHT earlier. We were on from noon to 3, and then we had this break. But during the break from 3 p.m. till 7 p.m. Eastern, when we cranked it back up again into the night, we had to reconfigure a lot of things. And we had to get ready for this show, which is not the exact same. It's not like we're just racking the show we did earlier in the day and playing it back. We're doing it live. As the great Bill O'Reilly once said, we'll do it live.
Now,
I'll write it.
I just want to
we'll
let
do it
everybody
live.
know that if you are hearing a da-da softly in the background,
Softly?
that is the alert box telling us that people have started following and subscribing and things like that.
I love the alert box.
Yes, but I turned it way down because it was a little overwhelming. It might be too far down right now, but
Now,
we'll see.
Tom McGannon says you're a little dark, Robin. You need a spotlight or something.
I just put a bunch of lights on me.
How do I look? Do I look clean? Now, it is bright out because the sun is starting to set
that's
in the
the
west.
problem. The sun is right on me, and it's really affecting my camera.
Don't let your sun go down on me, though, as Elton John once said. I believe that was the song,
See if
wasn't
I
it?
can change this.
Can you change the am I all right? Do I look good?
Yeah, Tony, you're fine.
Yeah, because I'm protected from the
that's
sun.
even darker.
We'll get it straightened out. Earlier in the day when the sun's on the other side, so the sun comes up obviously in the east, then it comes over the house, and then that's why we get spectacular sunsets right outside our window every single night. And every night is different. So that's what's awesome.
I think I fixed it a little bit.
We got Bearcat AJ checking in from Cincinnati, AJ in San Antonio. Joe Quill says, smile, Robin. We can see you. We can't see you. You take a whiskey drink, play action reel. Joe Quills, David Paul. I mean, all the great people from the back. John from Mayfair, Ray Fitzgerald, Cole Cash. Yes.
It is,
I can still see you. You can all see us, right? No, that was me asking people if they could see us. So we're looking for an answer. Beast is there. Did you see what they did with the sphere out there? They turned it into, they did a new version of Not
Wizard
the
of
stupid
Oz.
Wicked. Not
No.
the Wicked
Wizard
fiasco.
of Oz. They
the real
remastered
Wizard
it.
of Oz.
I watched the whole documentary about this thing. It's amazing.
About the Sphere or the Wizard of Oz show?
The Wizard of Oz show at the Sphere.
At the Sphere. Now, this is new. This wasn't around for a while.
No. It's been around. It's new, but it's not like within the last couple days. It's within the last month. And I watched the documentary on it.
And the thing about the Sphere, and again, we didn't have a chance to go in there when we were at the Super Bowl because we were running around every night. It was an outrage. But it's an amazing place. Now, people are knocking Vegas because everything is so expensive. And, and with all due respect, and I love Vegas, and we used to go there almost every weekend when we lived in L.A., but there's so many other options right now. Listen, if you want to go to Vegas every weekend, go right ahead. I'm not saying don't go to Vegas. It's too expensive. But all I see every day when I'm looking on social media is people who go to Vegas and say about how ridiculously expensive. Now, I understand most hotels put that resort fee in, and then they tack on all these additional charges.
It's disappointing, though, because Vegas used to be a place where you could go and have fun, and it was affordable. As long as you didn't go to any like hugely outrageous events there. But if you were just going there to hang out and go to the bars, walk around, you could afford stuff. Families would go there. Now it's just insane.
Well, we remember when we were going to Vegas, they were starting to build that downtown area, and then the economy tanked in 2008, and then they stopped everything. And then, boom, once the economy got better, they just started building everywhere. And now the supply, the demand is not meeting up to the supply. So a lot of hotels are really lowering their rates to get in, but then they bang you for food. But that's what you expect when you go away. But if you're just a gambler, the thing is, you don't have to go to Vegas if you want to go to a casino. There's so many of them all over the country. So I love Vegas. We haven't been there since the Super Bowl. But people are complaining. Obviously, it's hot there because it's still technically summer. But in a couple of weeks, people can go outside, walk around, go past the card flippers on the Strip, get girls direct to your room, and anything you want to do in Vegas, you can get that. You know what I'm saying? For example, people are asking now in Vegas,
What do we get for $10?
what do you get for $10?
Everything.
No, not everything. You get...
Everything?
No.
Everything.
No, you're getting nothing for $10. Nope. You won't even get a flip card for $10.
No, it is insane. It's insane. Like, I don't understand these young college kids that go there multiple times a year. How are they affording? I mean, they're putting everything on credit cards.
Well, they're certainly not. They're certainly either trust fund kids. They got money,
right? Or
they make a lot of money. A lot of young people make money these days.
They do, but I do think that there's a lot of kids that have put. They've.
It's all about being cool too. You want to get into the hot clubs.
They have everything on credit cards, and they have college loans. They're never going to get out of debt. It's just insane.
We're never going to get out of debt either, Robin. Have you seen our credit card debt? And unlike the government, we have to pay ours, or we pay gazillions of dollars in. Anyway, the Penguin AZ, all the great people are there. If you want to join No Filter, you can do it. It's easy. Go in there, and then you can be part of the fun, the knocker room. What else do we have? What's the other stream? Is that the Facebook stream or the
We're on
Twitter
Facebook.
Stream?
We're on Twitter. We're on Twitch. We're on YouTube. We're on No Filter, which is our home studio. And we thank No Filter for everything, the patience that they've had in waiting for us to come back.
Yep.
But it's not like we had a choice.
Exactly.
But they still are fantastic, and we love them. And I'm just making sure that anything... Like, I keep getting these messages on my computer.
What does it say?
Please select what happens with removable drives.
We don't have any removable drive. Now, we do have removable penis, but detachable penis. We may play that later.
We have removable drives, Tony. I have several.
I know that. But remember one thing, Robin, and on this day and age where everybody's talking about trans and all this other stuff, and we're not going to talk about that tonight. I'm tired of it. There are a lot of mentally ill people here. But the one thing we should have learned a long time ago, Robin, and I've repeated this week after week after week, and it's pretty simple. Doesn't matter, I don't care what you do, who you have sex with, what you do with your body or anything else. I care what you do with my body. And caring is sharing. But unfortunately, the orgy dome at Burning Man blew up in the storm and the haboob. So we'll not
It
be
was
able
so
to go and
sad.
do a live remote from the Orgy Dome at Burning Man.
It really deflated people's excitement there.
Yes, and if you've seen some of the women that go into the Orgy Dome,
That would have
you
deflated
need
your
another
excitement, too.
haboob just to blow the dust in your face to pretend that you don't see them.
Now,
That's
Tony,
how bad it is.
Before I forget, because it has been a while, you know,
Yes.
you get out of you forget what you need to do.
It's not like riding. It's like riding a bike, Robin.
It is kind
The
of
one
like
thing
riding
I
a bike.
almost didn't do the show tonight. You know why, Robin?
Why?
There's one piece of equipment that is not in the studio that almost absolutely positively, if I were one of those prima donna hosts, I would say, I'm not doing a show. You know what that is, Robin?
What?
You don't know what I'm missing of everything else. We got the sound effects. You know what I mean? We got,
I got your sound effects. I got your microphone. I got your headset. I got
got
your
the
computer.
insulation. We got the
I
camera that looks
a
outside.
clock. I got what in the world could I have forgotten?
Robin, what do I need whenever
A drink?
Well, that too, but I can wait for that. Vodka Cran's missing. That's true.
A ham sandwich?
Yeah, Play Action Reel named it. The drumsticks, Robin.
Oh,
where
no.
the hell are my drumsticks?
Oh, no, I do know where they are. I think I might have those.
It's like asking the maestro of the
I
New
think-
York Philharmonic to go out there without his sticks.
I think
You know what I'm
I
saying?
might-
This is an outrage.
I think I might have them, Tony Bruno. But before we do that,
We haven't
please-
even been able to find like salt shakers and pepper mills since we've
I
been
know.
here. Everything was thrown in boxes. And then because we had help putting the boxes in, nobody marked the boxes.
Yes.
And of course, that brings the long time question, Robin. And that is, what's in the box? And the answer is, we have no clue right
have
now.
no idea.
So hopefully by Christmas, we will have all of our boxes open, and then we can start getting everything in order.
It'll be like Christmas because
really
there's
will.
some of these things that we've totally
What's in the
forgotten.
box?
We've totally forgotten. But this is what I want to tell people.
Yeah.
Everybody that's listening, everybody that's watching, we have not been on for a long, long time.
Yep.
So please follow, subscribe, like, share, retweet.
Yeah.
Whatever your version is on whatever platform you're watching, please do that for us.
Yes.
And do it every
Smash
single
the like button.
whenever you log on when we're live, please just do it automatically. It helps us so much. It's amazing how the algorithm changes as when our audience supports us. It really makes.
Now, if
a
you
big
have
difference.
extra cash, for just $5 a month, you can help us pay our mortgage. Well, we don't have a mortgage yet. We will once the house is settled. But it's our house. It's a very, very nice house. And we'll do a tour. It's still a mess. There's still a lot of boxes and stuff around. We're getting
And
our
we don't have
we're getting
a
our
sofa yet.
We're getting our sofa tomorrow.
I'm so excited.
And it's not even a sectional. It's sort of a sectional mix.
Let me do something.
Yeah, we don't have curtains here, Robin.
We don't have curtains, but I'm going to do this. Hold
What are
on.
you going to do right now? You're going to move the camera?
I'm going to move the camera so that people can see in the living room.
Not Sunny Hill's living room.
Okay, right there. Can you see? That's our living room. Mm-hmm. We do not have a sofa. We have beach chairs.
We have beach chairs.
We have beach
We have a
chairs
TV,
right now.
beach chairs, a refrigerator that we can't use the ice because it tastes like sulfur but we have fresh water. We buy gallons
And for
of water.
those of you who do not know what sulfur smells and tastes like, rotten eggs.
Exactly.
We have water that smells and tastes like rotten eggs. It's not pleasant at all.
Exactly.
And that's going to change on Wednesday because
We're gonna play Our House in the Middle of the Street. We've had multiple requests for that, Robin.
Really?
Is it the sofa or a casting couch? It could be both if the price is right.
This one is so cool.
Yes, it's leather,
It's leather
not pleather.
and it's sort of a bluey, greeny, minty color.
I love bluey.
Yeah, it's
Is it
don't know.
Australian?
I don't know. And
Not the couch guy. No, he hasn't been here.
it is a Cindy Crawford design.
Yeah, that's what I love about these. You go into a furniture company, right? Oh, the twins from HGTV
Yeah.
have their own line of furniture. Yeah, I'm sure they just went into Rooms to Go and said, hey, you know what? We just want to have our names on it.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay us a dime for this. Cindy Crawford, hey, there's
Cindy
a Cindy
Crawford has been
Crawford.
designing furniture for a long
I
time.
know she has. You think she's doing it for free, Robin?
Oh, hell no. Hell no. So actually, the two sofas that we were looking at were between the Cindy Crawford design
Mm-hmm.
and the brothers from
Another mother. What
the
are they
two-
called?
what are
the
their names?
twins.
Yeah, they're the
They're
twins.
twins.
And we ended up going with the Cindy Crawford design because we both love the fact that.
Plus, she's still pretty hot, and if she comes over to help us install it, she can sit down. And, why don't you sit down on the chair over there?
But the legs go all the way up over your heart.
So does Cindy Crawford's, as a matter of fact.
If only.
What's cool about here is that we'll be able to go outside in the near future because, it's fall is coming here. It's still hot. We're still in hurricane season. Thank God we haven't had any storms this year. We've had rain, but, the hurricane season is still here. Actually, September 10th is supposedly the peak of hurricane season. Now, many of them still come after that, but it's been pretty quiet down here.
Yeah.
On the Gulf Coast. There's been that storm that went up east and became a Cat 5 and went up the east. A lot, I've said this forever, and I don't root for hurricanes to hit any place. But when you look at the hurricanes where they hit more than any place else, it's the Carolinas. Because if it misses Florida and it starts going up the East Coast, out toward Bermuda, and then comes closer to the shores, it may not be a hurricane, but at least, there's tropical storm Sandy. Wasn't even a hurricane, and it did major damage. So the Carolinas jut out. So a lot of times, and you'll see those houses, they're still built on sticks, and they're sitting in the water, and a lot of them get wiped out every couple of years. Even the fishing piers are made out of wood, and then they get wiped out. And I'm thinking, why not go concrete?
Yeah.
And I know they charge to go on the fishing piers, but AJ in San Antonio says, well, he'll have boots on the ground for the Saturday 9-6 Texas Tech versus Kent Dynamos football. He'll be at Jones Art Stadium. Who? Kent who? Kent State?
It must be Kent State.
It says Kent DYMT.
I have a feeling he's two-thumbing it. And
okay. Jones at AT&T Stadium. Okay. Not Jerry Jones. He'll try to avoid going to A&T Stadium this year. Instead of them showing Jerry in the box all the time, Jerry will have one of those blackout filters on his box when the Cowboys games are on this year. They'll actually put pictures of Travis Kelce and what's her face on the box instead, so people will continue to watch. Kent State, that's right. It went from Kent State to Kent, back to Kent State again. So a lot of college football. How about my South Florida Bulls, who aren't even in South Florida? They're in Tampa, which is not South Florida, but they call themselves the South Florida Bulls, playing up at Raymond James Stadium, the Buccaneers joint, and they laid a beat down on Boise State in there. You don't go into their house where there's no Smurf turf and get your ass whooped. And they did last night. That was one of the games I was checking. So many college football games, too many to go through. Baseball tonight. Will the Phillies stay hot, or will they go out and they throw up 3 runs tonight or 2 runs after putting up 19? Baseball, lots to go. So we'll keep an eye on the sports. We've got updates from Canada. We've got the Florida update that absolutely, positively is phenomenal, Robin.
It's so Florida.
You couldn't ask for. And this is not even like one of those Floridas where you can make fun of it, Florida stories.
I'm sure people will still find a way.
You can't make fun of the story, Robin.
But we'll talk about it in just a minute.
The headline of the story is, not all heroes wear capes.
It's awesome.
And you've heard that many. Not all heroes wear in Florida. And it's right here in Cape Coral, too. It's not like Florida's a big state.
We need to meet this man.
This dude lives here in Cape Coral.
And we'll get to that story
And we
later.
should have a parade for him. This guy is a national hero. He saved lives.
Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
I'm not giving it away. This is the way you tease it. I'm not giving it away, Robin. That's how you sprinkle a little bit out there.
But you know who is giving it away, Tony Bruno?
Give it away, give it away, give it away now?
Yes.
Who?
Thank you, AJ in San Antonio, for a tip sent directly to the Cash App through Twitter. Thank you so very much.
Oh, beautiful.
And if you, too, would like to tip us, you can do that.
Not Cape Coral, Cape Coral.
You can do that through the Twitter app. There's a little, right next to Tony Bruno Show's face, there's like a little dollar. Click on that.
We'll take
Boom.
bullion, Venmo, sheet metal, whatever you have. Copper. If you're stealing copper from the electrical post in Philadelphia, don't just give it all. Just don't go and just cash it in and then send whatever you have to dear old Captain Tony, and we'll make good use of it. I still have to finish my outdoor kitchen, so there's a lot of accoutrement that we need here. And I actually was joking yesterday because Robin had a story on our Philadelphia show about how the government is now selling surplus stuff.
So
and
much
it's
stuff.
online, and you can go in there and buy good shit on that thing.
Yes.
Boats, tanks,
tractors,
bazookas,
cars, motorcycles. It's amazing what USAID had. Most of this is stuff that USAID had in various places all around the United States and probably the world. And the excess that they now were, since USAID is shut down, they're now selling it. They're having like a fire sale,
clearance sale. Hush, it's like those commercials are still on. Those annoying, the deals. What's it called? Somethingdeal.com, deal-dash.com. I got a 20-inch TV set for $5 on Deal Dash. You know what I'm saying?
So the fire sale for USAID, the original stuff, what was fully available, has a lot of it has been picked up by different city governments and things like that,
exactly.
because they can buy something cheap and they can get. But it's still amazing how much stuff is left over after that. So it makes you wonder how much there really was to begin with.
Yeah, why did the USAID have Sibians to begin with? And I think they're going like hotcakes right now. Our buddy Bob Miraz, in the Philly area. I think he's in Valley Forge. Isn't Bob in Valley Forge? Speaking of sulfur, let me tell you a chemistry joke. What happens when you eat aluminum, Robin? What happens when you eat aluminum?
It would be very painful. Well, first of all, when you chew on aluminum, if you have a feeling that hurts so much.
No, it's not about that. It's a joke, Robin.
I don't know.
You sheet metal. You sheet metal. I'm looking for my rim shot, and I can't even find that in here, Robin.
Where did you hear that?
That's Bob from Valley Forge just said it was a chemistry joke. Speaking of sulfur, what happens?
It is hard for me to see right now.
You're looking up at the screen. It's right in front of you.
The sun is like right in my eyes. So we are definitely going to have to we need curtains desperately for that.
If we keep this up, it'll be curtains for the show before it even gets started. You sheet metal. You get it, Robin?
I sheet metal. I don't like sheeting metal.
I like just sheeting again after a couple of weeks of situations in the situation. How about unused SEPTA tokens? You can send those in here.
We found a couple.
Yeah.
We were unboxing stuff. There was
found some SEPTA tokens, trans passes. And by the way, I had a SEPTA pass. So all these people say, you hate public transportation, Tony. Nobody took public transportation more than I did. Robin and I would always jump on the subway, go down to the sports complexes, whether it was concerts, Phillies games, Eagles games. We go to a strip show, whatever we needed to do. We'd jump on SEPTA. When I needed to go
get my hair done.
Did, Robin.
My hair did.
When we wanted to go to Center City without having to park and have your car towed away in 5 minutes, you take SEPTA and you get off. So aren't trans passes? Yeah, the trans passes have now been changed over. No, so if you can identify as a trans pass.
Says, are trans passes bus passes that identify as rail passes?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are, Steve Krause. Joe Quill's another great question. See, this is what's great about our audience.
Yes.
These are deep thinkers. These aren't just sophomoric, Howard Stern type jokes. For example, I'm confused how a cemetery can raise its funeral prices and blame it on the cost of living, Robin. That's another one of those mystery questions of life. If I sit down on a bus bench in Philly, if you do sit down on a bus bench in Philly, you can have kids. That's been scientifically proven, ladies and gentlemen. These are the kinds of answers that you'll get on the show tonight. We're still looking for an answer. How many days has it been since we did our last show? It was May 16th. It is now August 29th. And again, since I suck at math, first person who gets it right, we'll send you a no-filter shirt. Smoked, if we still have them. I prefer them fresh, not smoked, like kielbasa. You know how they have smoked sausage and then regular sausage, smoked kielbasa? People are guessing, Robin. How many days? How many days? No, not sophomoric, Tony. Not sophomoric humor. GED level humor. GED level. Hey, that's good enough for government work, a GED, right? Anyway, we're keeping up on all the things going on. Robin is getting either the drumsticks or the vodka crans. Now, Robin, I know we don't have a lot of ice, but and by the way, ice is not in the neighborhood tonight. So if you're illegally in our neighborhood, you don't have any fear. Ice will not attack. If we have ice, we'll make drinks.
I saw where the drumsticks are, but I can't reach them.
That's
right
okay, Robin. I can wing it. I can do air drumsticks. By the way, if you
Can I
had
give you
bought
some
me,
spoons?
if you had bought me those air drums, which now are everywhere.
I know.
Have you seen those?
Yeah.
You don't even need to hit anything. Cruz Kielbasa in Port Richmond?
We have a knocker.
Let's go into the knocker room. By the way, what is the correct answer? People are guessing, Robin. How many exact days since our last show?
Did anybody get it? Oh.
People are throwing numbers up there. Not throwing gang signs, though. I'll be doing that later on.
I don't see it by anybody else, but I see Tim Pereira, I think, got it first.
I don't know because people have been guessing, Robin. Not 103, not 106, not 84.
I believe
Not 166.
Tim Pereira on Facebook got it first, according to the timestamp.
How do you know that's are you sure, Robin? Did you double check your math?
Well,
do you
no.
count that night on May 16th as the last show? You count that and then you start the countdown with that being the first day since the last show?
No.
How do you do it?
I do it the next day is the first day of no show.
The next day?
Yeah. So
we don't do shows on Saturday.
Yeah, but you're not going to do just Friday night counting.
It's been one trimester. I know that. If you're looking at it from a pregnancy term.
Why don't we go to Matt Fowler, who also got it, but he didn't get it in as fast as
the great Matt Fowler, of course, out there in the Bay Area, listening into the show tonight on No Filter, does a lot of his own things. We obviously spent a lot of time with him at the Super Bowls, out in the Bay Area. Matt is in the knocker room.
What's up, Tony?
Matt, you're math whiz. How many days since our last show on May 16th?
If you're not counting the actual day of the last show, it'd be 104, I believe.
See, now people are all over the place. I need answers
Well, it
here.
was 105. It's 104.
It's 104. I used to work at 104. Sunny 104.5.
Okay, but I had actually said 105 to you earlier. So I was one day off. Are you saying that?
Well, because if you're not counting the last day that you actually did a show, it would start counting the next day that you didn't do a show.
We said since the last show, so then it would be 105.
That's right.
Okay.
So
The last show was 105 days ago.
Matt Fowler, you had the correct answer as well, but you didn't get it in quite as
Wait,
fast.
don't you
as
have a No Filter shirt that we gave you out at the Super Bowl?
Yeah, no, I have enough here. Give it to somebody else who, needs some more No Filter.
Yeah, you're only allowed to
Tim,
win one item each calendar year. No,
Tim,
I'm kidding. When we have stuff, we'll give it away.
Email me, Tim Pereira on Facebook. Please email me, DM me, whatever. Send me your stuff so that I can send you that T-shirt. Congratulations, you are the winner. And while you are talking to Matt, Tony, I'm going to go get you a drink.
Yes, we need some cocktails. We have ice, Robin. I put some more water in so we can get some.
I'm going to figure something out.
Actually, get one of those little plastic glasses that has ice water in it, and then use that as the actual base. So you pour the vodka. It's not going to be a full pour.
Tony, I think I can figure that out.
So you put the vodka on there. You got to open a can, and then, of course, we don't need the ice because we got the ice. You follow me right now? How do I throw
This is intense negotiations about the drink.
AJ in San Antonio with a great question. How do I throw a green dildo into the studio? Asking for Angel Reese of the WNBA.
Oh, man. Classic.
That is, my rim shots aren't working. Are you serious right now? My brain, look. Oh, my applause is working. About damn time. Oh, my 4's not working. My 2 chicks at the same time. What is going on back there? Is that even working?
What is going on
good.
back
Harry
there?
Mays is still working. Let's see. Harry saying, I'm pissed off's not working. saying get out. Jim Calhoun saying, well, that doesn't work.
Oh, my God. Who the hell
I agree. I'm done with this. We'll work on it during the week. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good one. That's always good.
Oh, my God. Who the hell cares? That's what they're saying in Boston right now. Well, the Red Sox are hanging in there.
They are. My Giants have won 5 in a row, soon to be 6.
Yeah, but are the Giants still in it, or are they done? Come on, man.
Well, they're about I think 6.5 back of the wild card, so they got 30 games left or whatever, so they could go on a run. I don't think it's going to happen.
Now, when they have the standings, are they down in the 1%? Because obviously the Dodgers are going to make it, the Padres are going to make it. Are there going to be 3 teams from the National League West that make the playoffs?
Well, I looked at the schedule. They got 3 starting against. They won 5 in a row. They've got 3 starting against Baltimore tonight. They should sweep them because they're a better team than the Baltimore Orioles.
Well, you don't know that. I mean, Baltimore every once in a while, everybody thinks the White Sox are going to lose every night, and then every once in a while they stun people. The Orioles have played some good games. I mean, the Orioles season has been an unmitigated disaster. The Orioles season has been an unmitigated disaster based on last year and thinking that their players would get better, but that team went to shit for some reason. Of all the teams that you would expect to be good, the Baltimore Orioles, you have to say it, they actually shit the bed this year more than any other team.
They did.
And can we still say shit the bed?
Well, I mean, you just said that, so there's that.
That's because we're not on terrestrial radio right now. You know what I mean? I know where the line is.
That's the good thing.
Exactly.
By the way, so Bisa texted me as we were conversing about drink orders. And she said that somebody says that it looks like I am tied to a bed, and then said I could, and then she said I could see that. Which, I mean,
are you tied to a bed right now?
No,
not that there's anything wrong to that.
Standing for whoever wants to come and tie me to a bed, they can do that.
Oh,
that's a whole nother conversation. But but no, Bisa pointed that out, so I figured I would.
Well, I mean, different strokes. I don't care. Some people may be calling from the bathroom. Some people may be on the shitter. You know what I mean? But we got football action tonight. And by the way, did you see what's going on? Coach Prime tonight, obviously your Colorado Buffs at home open it up against Georgia Tech. And did you see what they did on the sideline for Coach Prime? They actually put a portable bathroom on the sideline because, he's had health issues with his feet and stuff. And the funniest thing he said yesterday when he was being interviewed, what's the most noticeable thing notice about playing in Colorado, the Buffalo's home stadium? He said, the weed smell takes over in the second quarter. Is there a stadium or a concert event or any place left on earth where you can go and not smell weed? Seriously.
No.
Of course not.
No.
And I don't like the smell of weed. Listen, you can smoke yourself retarded, as someone once said, and it wasn't me because I don't make those kinds of jokes. But I don't get having to smoke dope everywhere you go. Am I allowed to walk around with a drink everywhere I go? Hell no. I mean, even if I buy like a $50 drink in most cities, I can't walk outside the bar and walk around with it. In some places you can, but not everywhere. So why are people allowed to smoke? I mean, in California, I remember when people had to go outside of a bar, and I think in a lot of places they still do, and that's just to smoke cigarettes.
Well, yeah, the vape thing is a whole nother thing. I mean,
again, I don't care what you do, what you smoke, what you drink, what you eat. It's America.
Yeah. To quote the great Randy Marsh, he once said, "I thought this was America."
Mark.
He said that after he got beat up at his kid's Little League game, but that was.
By the way, Army is up already at halftime over Tarleton State. Don't they make cigarettes up there? Michigan leading West. What's the number in that Western Michigan game?
Michigan, Western Michigan.
I haven't looked at the lines. And then, of course, we got the Duke's Mayo Classic tonight. If you thought insignificant bowl games were only reserved for December and January, insignificant bowl games, and listen, I love me some Duke Mayo. But why is there a Duke Mayo Classic? They do that in basketball, right? They open up in Hawaii and they take the kids out and they call it the Aloha Classic. Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know where the straws are.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go.
Let's all put your hands together and stand as one as we worship and adore my fiancée, still not my bride. That's TBD. Tony Bruno determines, not to be determined.
Tony Bruno.
That's not like TB12, which was Tom Brady.
Now, I didn't find the pineapple. And
What?
I couldn't find the
We
pineapple.
got 7,000
I
cases
know.
of pineapple, Robin.
They were packed in a box.
I saw the pineapple.
Did you? I did not.
All right, I'm going to drink it anyway. I'll rough it.
Did you say you wanted the line on the Army game?
What's the Army game?
The Army game, the original line was Army minus 14.5.
But Carrollton State, wherever that is now it's halftime. It's 17-10. So will Army cover?
So the live line, you can get Carrollton State for plus
It's time to say goodbye to that rusty
Where's
relic
that
that's
coming
collecting
from?
dust in
Is
your
that you,
garage.
Tony
Good luck with
Bruno?
that.
Yeah, that's because I got stupid ESPN on looking at scores.
$6,000 for
Mute-
your trade.
mute site,
Any
mute
model,
site.
any
I'm going to
condition.
mute the site, Robin.
All right.
You know, you can't watch a 20-second video
I know,
on
it's
ESPN
ridiculous.
unless you watch a 1-minute commercial. That's why I'm not subscribing or giving ESPN a dime of my money. I'm not giving YouTube TV a dime of my money. I'm going to find ways to get all this stuff for free.
Yes, we've gone off.
I'm not a pirate, although I've been to the Gasparilla in
You do-
Tampa.
well, you kind of have, the
Yo
one-eyed-
ho, yo ho.
And you have the
ho,
redhead.
and I ain't no ho.
And you got the redhead, although she's not that redhead anymore.
No.
But.
Not Drake Mayo, no.
We are going off grid. We are going off grid for all of our entertainment purposes.
Why?
No, I'm just saying we've cut the cord completely.
Oh,
now.
yeah, I thought you meant the show. And I
No,
want to
no.
thank, I'm not a big Xfinity fan or Comcast fan. But the good thing about Comcast here, we were in downtown South Cape Coral.
Yes.
And we had Xfinity, but it was all
Coax.
coax into the house, into everything. Here, they actually came out multiple times and ran fiber and
Yes,
ran
they
it
did.
underground right into the house. Bam! So we have real Infinity high-speed internet. And that's what we need. We're not going to spare any expense to make sure this show sounds glorious in color right here on the Tony Bruno Show. How about that?
And we are fiber that is like 5 times faster.
Can we do a speed test right now on the air, Robin? You got any speed in the other room?
Yeah, hey, let's get the speed going.
Remember
There we
now,
go.
speed kills, kids.
Yeah,
And
let's
don't
not
do
encourage
crack.
anything like that.
You know how many people are on speed? Speed is not just an hallucinogen anymore, Robin.
No, I
It's
know,
what
it's
people need
phentermine.
to go to school. It's what people need to get up and go to work. I don't need speed. I'm high
Tony,
on
do
life.
you remember that scene in Anchorman 2? Do you remember
Which
remember
one?
the scene in Anchorman 2 where they smoke crack on live television and then they get
Oh, yeah,
arrested?
yeah.
Yeah. So, kids, no, we can't we cannot do speed on live radio. Doesn't work. Don't
Exactly
do it.
right. Now, in the privacy of your own home, now this is a heavy pour, Robin.
Well,
Did you
there was-
pour yourself one of
so-
these equally heavy?
Yes. So here's the thing. I had the
The big ice cube and the one little glass, plastic glass?
And that ice cube took up
Space.
That much space, and then I could only pour so much else into it, which was a heavy pour.
Robin, we got a program here to do. By the way, we don't encourage you to do this if you're on the road. Now, for example, if you're driving and listening to the show and you have the phone in one hand while you're texting and a cocktail in your hand in the other hand while you're driving,
Are you driving with your knees then if you're doing that?
that would be it. Or some guys who are very, very talented, have an extra gear in the middle. They can put that thing up there and, move it. No,
Tony,
I
stop
see it
talking
every day,
about me.
man.
Nobody needs to know
I
that,
see
okay?
it every day, and it makes me angry.
Yeah.
It
when
still
I
makes me
see-
angry. How
when
about
I-
the chick that rented a Turo car? Did you
Yes.
see the video of that?
When I see things like that, and you see it, you can drive because we're up high in our big Ram truck, which means that we can see everybody driving.
Especially
except-
chicks with,
unless
with
you're in
thongs on.
Unless you're in a big old semi truck,
Right.
then we look up. But for the most part, we're looking down on people. We can see what you're doing in those cars. I cannot tell you how many people, they're not just glancing at their phone.
No, they're holding the phone like this while driving.
And they're texting.
We got to play the video of the chick who rented a car from Turo. Now, Turo is the company where people rent their own cars out to people, right? Turo is the one, it's not one of the major, it's individual people who put their cars up to rent, right? Isn't that what Turo is, Robin? It's like, it's like Airbnb or Verbo, Turo. And this woman rents a car from Turo.
Let me see if I can find it.
And then the woman who rented it to her saw the dash cam.
Yep.
Where this, you got to see this video. It's unbelievable.
Let me see if I can find
just how stupid people are. And this woman's a nurse.
Yeah.
This woman's a nurse, and she's in a car that she rented.
Okay, here we go. I have it.
Let's watch this video. If you're watching it on YouTube, or you can't, obviously, if you're listening, you're not going to be able to see it, but you'll see it online. I mean, this is the quintessential every stupid white chick, Asian dude, and white dude who does the same thing. Brothers do it too. Anybody who rides this, driving their car like this, thinking that they can text and drive.
Stupidity doesn't have race. It's just
stupid. It has nothing to do with race.
I'm not going to play the audio, but this is her. You can see that she is doing more than just glancing. Oh,
so somebody posted the video and
people,
sniped it from the internet so they can get a lot of views. So this chick's in her car. She's on the phone. She's got a nurse's badge on. She's in her nurse's uniform.
Yeah.
So and now she's driving on a country road, not looking at the road at all. Every once in a while, she looks up.
Look at how often she's looking down.
Yeah, she's looking at her phone. And then a stop sign's approaching. I'm thinking she's going to blow through it and have a semi cut her in half. But no, she actually sees the stop sign and then stops out of nowhere. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty talented. A lot of people can do that.
And then she drives up onto the side of the road.
Yeah, and then after she goes through the stop sign and she's still driving out of control, she loses control and then goes off the side of the road and wrecks the vehicle and gets stuck in a ditch and starts going, oh my God. By the way.
And then she picks her phone up back again.
Picks it back up again.
What a
And now the person who
moron.
rented her the car from Turo now can sue the pants off of her. I mean, that is embarrassing.
What a moron.
That's a chick.
We're not doing too well as a society at the moment.
No, we're not. And there should be, and again, listen, I never text and drive.
No.
Never, ever, 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 ever.
Nope.
I don't even look at my phone when it's ringing when I drive.
No, you're really good at that.
You got to be locked in, people.
Now, I do on occasion, if somebody has texted me and I don't look at while I'm driving, but if I pull up to a stop sign or a stop light and there's nobody behind me and it's long enough, I'll glance at it really quick. I do not respond, though. I just make sure that it's something that I don't need to know. I do not pick up my phone while I am driving. It is too dangerous. Like, I don't understand people. How can this many people be this stupid?
Because they see everybody else doing it, and because they can text like this. This is why I do the text like I type. I do one finger at a time. But all these assholes with these manic fingers, I don't even know how they see the damn things.
I don't think it's because
people
of that.
should have fingers. If you get into an accident while you're texting and driving, you should lose at least 2 of your fingers. And the second offense, your whole hand is chopped off, and all you have is your thumbs. But guess what? Those people would have all their 4 fingers cut off and only their thumbs, and they would still do this with their thumbs when they're driving.
Yeah, they'd probably.
That's how sick and stupid these sons of bitches are.
A forensic explanation for this, in my opinion, as one of the not terrible generation of this generation, but of the previous one.
What's that?
Well, see, the thing is, okay, so you get 3 things going on here. One, you have you guys, and you guys grew up in the era where all this crazy, stupid technology didn't exist. Okay, and then it existed, and then you had to, adapt to it, and you did so very well. Then you have me and my generation, which was born in the late 80s, early 90s. We had it kinda, but it was still like we had to adapt with it as it was coming up, right?
Exactly. Right. Now you can text somebody. There was a text that you remember the flip phones where you can start texting people.
Yeah, you had to hit 9 like 4 times trying to get the letter Z.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now you have these kids now where they have an iPad in their fingers when they're 4 years old. I mean, And
I know. I mean, I know that
but
it's
it
an
was-
addiction. Like they don't know
Yeah.
how not to have it. But there should it is so bad. There's so many accidents. There are way more accidents that are caused by texting and driving than
Yep.
by drinking and
And
driving.
it's supposed
now.
to be illegal, just like
Right.
seatbelts.
And
When
there-
was the last time you saw a cop pull somebody over for texting and driving
Or seatbelt.
not having a seatbelt on?
Honestly,
the answer is never.
It
It's like the
should-
litter signs. $500 fine, littering. And then you drive and there's like trash all over the side.
I
Who's
have
writing
said
tickets
this
for littering?
Since I first started working with you, and this has been over 15 years ago when we were first talking about texting and driving and the issues that they caused. And I said there should be an automatic. Once you get in the car, your phone does not work the same. Now, back then, they didn't have the technology that they do now. Now, you absolutely could do that. You could have something in a car that as soon as you get in the car, your phone is only available through your dashboard.
There should be space lasers shooting down from the skies.
Like you can't even, it won't work. It
I
just won't work.
want stealth bombers to be able to strafe the road, not kill the people in the cars, but I want them to absolutely just shoot some holes, major pot. Well, you don't have to in most states like Pennsylvania. There's potholes anywhere. You don't need anything.
How about this? That if you try to pick your phone up in the car, it zaps you.
Exactly.
You like that
10
idea?
million volts.
See, but the thing is, once that gets resolved, we'll just have another craze that sweeps
Of course
the nation,
there
that
is.
People will be stupid and do more stupid things. You talking about people getting pulled over? I'll tell you a story. This is a true story. I got pulled over when my friend got pulled over. I was in the passenger seat. We were coming back from home from a Giants game. I kid you not, my friend, love him to death, but he's this stupid. So he had swerved because I told him, we're going north, not south. So get into the, northbound lane. So he swerved back and the cop took that as well. Maybe he's drinking. So he pulled us over. So realized very quickly that we weren't drinking, says, okay, have a good night, is walking away. My friend leans out the window and not as a joke, seriously to say, he goes, hey officer, yeah, by the way, there's no alcohol or drugs in the car. And I look at him and I'm like, dude, did you just say that? Seriously. So the cop comes back and searches the car. Of course, he didn't find any drugs or alcohol, but it's like, dude, are you really that dumb? So people can be really that stupid.
No,
Of course they
I
are.
know people
And again,
are-
I'm not some moralist who's like, oh my God. Listen, if I sped, when you go on 75 here in Florida, you go 80 miles an hour. If everybody else is going 85, it's safe. You know how to drive. You know what I mean? If the weather's good, you don't have to worry about it. Robin just turned the lights on now. Can we see her? I'm a little too white now, Robin. I'm a little washed out. I need some sepia tones. Is it sepia or sepia?
Know why? Because earlier today I had to lighten you up because
Lighten up, bro. I look like a ghost now.
Yeah, I know.
How dare you, Robin? How dare you?
Tony, you look so white, you should change your name to Karen.
I know, and I got a tan. I'm deep dark. I got that deep San Tropez tan. I don't go out and lay in the sun.
I'm probably really
I'm
white.
outside every day, watering the lawn, making sure the grass is cut, making sure the plants are still alive.
Let's see.
Yes, we are at the new crib.
Oh, no, I'm not too
say,
bad.
Uncle Tony is back.
Okay.
Yes. Timothy McD says, I'm driving while typing this, Tony. I'll tell you what, if I was there right now, Tim, is this the Unabomber, Timothy McVeigh? No, was he the Unabomber or was he the Oklahoma City bomber?
Unabomber Ted Kaczynski.
Yeah, Ted Kaczynski.
Timothy McVeigh was the
Oklahoma
City bomber.
Yeah.
I'm getting my psychopaths confused right now. Let's get
I
it
don't
back to
think
the
they
We're
have
not
that
getting it
in
back to the Phillies. What is it,
Colorado
1-1? People are confirming now that I do not text and drive. In fact, I don't answer my phone ever at all.
That's true. That is true. Hey, Matt, we are so happy to see you again. Thank you for checking in.
Thanks, brother.
Our first guest
Take care of yourself.
coming back.
Happy to
We'll
see
talk
you
to you
guys.
soon.
And hey, we're all going to Radio Row in Santa Clara in about 6 months. Right?
Oh man, I can't wait for the police escort to get on 101.
Yeah, baby.
And take us all the way to the left lane and go all the way down to the SP Center, the SAP Center, home of your dismal San Jose Sharks. But at least I got to give the mayor of San Jose major love. While all the other mayors and politicians in California are slapdicks, the mayor of San Jose has his shit together. The guy worries about crime. He talks about how they're keeping the Sharks again. They just signed a new contract at the SAP Center with the Sharks. He's the only mayor of any city in California that gets it. He gets how you have to have people in the community. You have to keep businesses there. You can't let people just board up and get the hell out. And that's what's happening in great cities like Santa Monica and San Francisco, in downtown on Market Street. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody's happy to see that stuff happen. So I think his name is Matt Mahan, right? What's the mayor of San Jose's name, Rob?
I'll have to look it up in a
I think
minute.
it's Matt Mahan. Congratulations to him.
We have so many people that are checking in, Tony Bruno.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to keep up with them right now. We have Jim from Cheltenham, the official
archivist. He's got to have
Bruno.
something in the vault tonight.
He has something, I'm sure. We're putting him on right now. If you would like to join us on camera, actually, you don't even, on No Filter, you can also do it without camera. You can do audio only. We do prefer you to be on camera with us. But if you're shy or if you're naked, then audio only is fine. And but we only take calls and have people join us through nofilter.net. So if you are one of the other platforms, you can stay on there, but just go on to nofilter.net. Make sure that you have an account set up. We do not track you. Nobody's going to bother you. It's just so that you can get an account, and then you can join us as a guest on the show in the Knocker Room.
Exactly right. Anyway,
Jim.
Thank you ladies and gentlemen, let's put your hands together for the man, the myth, the legend, the man we know as the official archivist of the Tony Bruno Show, Jim from Cheltenham section of Philadelphia. Jim, how are you, buddy?
Jim, you're really close to your camera. Back up a little bit so we can see.
Yeah, Jim, you're way in there, man.
Yeah,
I got to back off. Now I look too white, Robin. We got to adjust the contrast here.
I'm going to do that right now.
I mean, I'm white.
But Jim, we were looking up your nose hair, so...
You look much better this afternoon. It was really bright this afternoon when you were on 12:10.
Yeah, now the sun's going down. We may have to do a live camera shot of the sunset here. You're not getting this on any other show. People show the outsides of their studios in Central Park in New York. Nobody else is bringing you the live sunset cam here into the night on the Tony Bruno Show. Robin, do we have a camera locked in on outside at the greatest sunset you will ever see? Every single night, by the way. Every single night, the sunset is different here. That's what's great. I'm going to have a Sunsets of Cape Coral calendar next year. There'll be some nudes every once in a while. 1 month will be, oh, look at that. And the next month is like, oh, my God, look at that. You know what I mean, Jim? You got to keep people surprised,
Okay.
You can't really
Jim
see
is darker than me, Jim, and I live in the tropics, for God's sake.
Yeah.
You can't even really see the sunset right now through the video.
There's a lot of lighting in my room here. My dining room has a lot of lighting.
That's all right, man. Jim is darker than me. Jim, when was the last? By the way, Phillies and Braves tied at 1-1, and just when you thought the Phillies were going to drop another 19 burger on them, guess what? It's the next night. That's what's great about baseball, Jim. You see something you've never seen before unless you're old enough to remember Mike Schmidt.
Every night's a different story. Well, coming up Thursday, Eagles will open their season.
I know that, Jim. By the way, how about them Cowboys, eh?
Jerry Jones was in the piano bar again.
Jerry Jones almost fired himself today. That's how bad he felt about what he did. I know people are calling this the worst trade. That's what I love about media, and that's what we all do. I don't want to get into the hyperbole world. Oh, this is the worst trade in NFL history. That chick at ESPN, whatever her name is, what's her name? She now all of a sudden is an NFL expert. Who's the broad at ESPN that they're pimping? Mina Kimes. Mina Kimes, for Christ's sake. By the way, they got rid of Doris Burke. They demoted her. Doris Burke, who was their NBA expert, because she talked about how Germans and what was the two players that were playing in the playoffs, and those countries don't like each other. Remember that?
Yeah, it was just stupid because
Listen, I don't want anybody to be demoted or fired over something they say during a live broadcast. Unfortunately, that doesn't apply to me. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't apply to me.
But is ESPN buying everything on the planet Earth?
Yes, they are.
Network.
And by the way, I ripped them.
You just bought MLB TV.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you do. They buy everything up. And now, of course, they hated Barstool, and now they're in bed with Barstool. So they're bringing in Pat McAfee, who I love, and that was a genius move because the guy moves the needle and was one of those very few athletes. He's the first punter
that they've done.
One of the few punters in the NFL that made the seamless transition from a punter who gave great quotes after. It's like Mike Golick. Mike Golick was a defensive lineman who everybody went to in the media after the games in Philadelphia because he gave great quotes and he basically told you what he was thinking. Same thing with Pat McAfee. So I love Pat McAfee.
And guys, and they just bringing him back again, giving his own show.
Well, yeah, but that's not going to be. What they did is they pretty much bought out the NFL network. ESPN said, we're going to buy the NFL network. We're going to control all the content. So, for example, my buddy Brian Baldinger, he's no longer NFL Network's Brian Baldinger. He's NFL Media. And I love Rich Eisen, even though he blocked me on Twitter for whatever reason. The bottom line is Rich Eisen was put back on because he was part of the buyout of the NFL Network. There's not going to be an NFL Network anymore. It's all going to be controlled.
I'm worried about Red Zone. And
Exactly. By the way, Scott Hansen is still going to be doing Red Zone.
Yes.
This year alone, but then next year ESPN will take over and there will no longer be an NFL network. And I love the guys that do the morning show at the NFL network, even though it's not the NFL network anymore. They're basically going to do, ESPN's going to control the NFL content for them. They're basically saying, we're going to control the horizontal and the vertical, sort of like the Twilight Zone. Remember for the next 60 minutes, enjoy, relax. We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical. Sit back and relax. For the next 60 minutes, we will control all you see and do on the outer limits. And I get it. By the way, as I mentioned earlier, head coach Deion Sanders has a porta potty on the sideline after his recent. And by the way, he had cancer bladder surgery. So this isn't just because the guy had cancer bladder surgery.
Oh, sorry.
Wow. And the toilet is sponsored by Depends, the adult underwear of the NFL. Jerry Jones highly recommends getting Depends. It actually is sponsored by Depends.
No, it's not.
I am not making this up. I swear to God. It is sponsored by Depends.
That is freaking brilliant.
It doesn't say Depends by Depend. I thought Depends was plural.
I think it is.
You don't get just one adult diaper in Depends, do you?
It depends. No, it is depends plural.
Why is it depend then on the back?
So depend.
Depend, is that French?
No, depend.
For shitter, for French?
Depend is actually Kimberly Clark absorbent undergarment, and then depends.
How come Joe Biden never got the
plural.
endorsement, the official endorsement for that?
Interesting. Okay. We have been saying it wrong our entire lives. It is depend. And
It's depend, not depends?
It's correct. It is depend. And
If there's more than one in a package.
then you have depends.
Exactly.
plural.
Nobody goes in and buys one adult diaper, even me, and I don't have adult diapers
but
yet.
on the box it says depend.
Depend, singular.
Singular.
Jim, have you ever walked into a CVS if it's not locked in Philadelphia behind glass?
I did not know
And
this.
find
I
out that
always
you
thought
only
it-
can you buy one Depend?
They're closing these CVS left and right. And
No, they're closing. No, Rite Aid is pretty much shot.
Rite Aid's done, but I used to have 3 in my like a 10-minute radius. Now I got down to 1.
It's an outrage. How am I going to get my dope? How am I going to get my drugs, my methamphetamines, my crack, all the other things that we need as human beings to survive each and every day in this great nation of ours?
Well, Tony, we're playing the Cowboys on Thursday night, and we went back to the archive and found a Cowboy fan came on the air with you and he called you a fraud.
Wait a minute. I love this, Jim. See, only Jim, the official archivist of the Tony Bruno Show, can go back in time. Back before Stephen A. Smith even knew who the Cowboys were. Back when I was the official Dallas Cowboy hater on record.
He went after you. He came on the air, called you a fraud.
I know he did. We'll get to that, but I just want to point out for all those people who think Stephen A. Smith, who's a good friend, by the way, and I've worked with him and I've known him forever, back when he was with the Inquirer, who think that Stephen A. Smith all of a sudden is now the official. Now, he's got tens of millions of viewers and followers, not like me. But I know you can put it in the bank officially. Do you know anybody in your lifetime, Jim, as a Philadelphian, who has hated the Cowboys more than I have.
Yeah.
Out of the womb. Out of my mother's womb when she moved from Sicily and went through Rikers Island and across the Statue of Liberty and became an American citizen. Do you know anybody in Philadelphia history who hates the Cowboys more than this reporter?
You invented the cowgirls. You're the first
I'm the
one.
guy who called them the cowgirls. And listen, I love me some cowgirls, especially reverse cowgirl every once in a while. You got to mix it in, Robin.
There are people out there who have photos of you smashing pumpkins
in front of their faces in Plano, Texas, for Christ's sake. You remember when Angelo, Al, and I would go to Plano, Texas and go on the air live? And I would smash Jerry Jones' faces and Troy Aikman pumpkins right in their mother-humping faces. You see Stephen A. Smith going there? Hell no. So, Stephen A., come at me, bro. Come at me. You're just a wannabe Tony Bruno, bro.
Oh.
You're just a wannabe Tony Bruno.
Stephen A.
Come on, bro. Come on, man. I know you're making $10 million a year, but give up respect. Give up respect.
To the one and only Tony Bruno, who did it first.
I'm the originator, baby, not a duplicator.
Yeah. We're going back 16 years, Tony.
All right.
You're damn right. Let's go to the tape. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go into the archives and go in with the great Jim from Cheltenham, which is still part of Philadelphia. It's just a neighborhood. And I love Jim.
Al still there? Al, you there?
We're 8-8, 9-7 at best. I'm here. We're 8-8, 9-7 at best. But you know what's funny? Why don't you come back to Philly and save the radio station that's dying here? We haven't won a playoff game since '96. Absolutely true, and we should be ashamed because of it. Tony,
I am saving the radio station.
Wall Street, Tony. Never happened, Tony. Never did.
That is correct, sir. But there were NFL championships. I don't have a problem. Guys like you are the problem now.
Is that it? Did it cut off, Jim, or is there more?
I don't know what happened here.
This is a guy who's a Cowboy fan in Philly talking about how the Cowboys obviously won that Super Bowl. And I was there in Arizona. I was there in Phoenix, Arizona, when the Cowboys won their last Super Bowl. Now, many of the Cowboy fans listening or watching right now weren't even born the last time forget about getting to the NFC Championship game and getting to the Super Bowl. That was the last time they got to a Super Bowl. And people forget that. And listen, I'm not trying to rub it in Cowboy. The Eagles have sucked forever, but they got a couple in the bank right now. They went to Minnesota and won a Super Bowl before that city went to hell. And I'm glad we went to Minnesota before Minnesota went to hell. It went from the land of 100,000 lakes to 100,000 Somalians, for Christ's sake. But anyway, Jim, do we have the rest of that poignant video?
Let's try it again, Tom.
Let's try it again. Let's take it from the top.
Al still there? Al, you there?
We're 8-8, 9-7 at best. I'm here. We're 8-8, 9-7 at best. But you know what's funny? Why don't you come back to Philly and save the radio station that's dying here? We haven't won a playoff game since '96. Absolutely true, and we should be ashamed because of it. Tony,
I am saving the radio station.
Tony, never happened. Tony, never did.
That is correct, sir. But there were NFL championships. I don't have a problem. Guys like you are the problem, Al.
I'm in the United States. I'm allowed to root for who I want to root for as long as I stick with my team, win or lose. And I can tell you this much. Remember that year Jerome Brown died? The next year, '92, first game, Eagles didn't sell out, Tone. '70s, all throughout the '70s, you didn't sell out, Tone. All the diehard Eagle fans, you're a fraud.
Get out of here. Go look at your parents. Go wake your parents up, Al, and look your parents in the eye and tell your parents they are losers, they are pathetic pieces of garbage, and they brought a loser like you, a slime ball loser, no good piece of garbage. They brought you into this world, and I blame them. I don't blame you, Al. I don't blame other cowgirl fans in Philadelphia. I blame your pathetic parents, ones who are probably out on the streets tonight, looking to find a way to buy you a brain or some common sense. But it's too late. Your parents ruined you at birth, and now you'll never be able to recover. And it's a shame. It's really a shame that you're a pathetic, no good, dirty, rotten, lousy bum.
There you go, Tony.
That's the kind of radio you don't get anymore in Philadelphia. That's real from the heart. That's from deep inside.
I
the
can feel
heart.
it. I can
that's
feel.
That's not fake radio BS. That's not somebody who's just trying to, like Skip Bayless and all these other frauds who, suck cowboy gonads, trying to get people. Even Skip Bayless now, who looks like he's 100 years old and a battered, beaten performer,
I can
is
feel.
out there. Even he has to criticize Jerry Jones right now.
I can taste the vitriol, Tony.
That's
I can taste
real.
it.
That's
Yeah.
real. That's raw.
On the tip of my tongue.
You can't fake that. That is balls deep. There's no doubt about it. You can't hear that kind. You can hear that kind of talk in a CBS in Philly. I mean, who's older, Skip Bayless or Skeletor? Mr. Monday Night Raw. Hey, listen, I know Skip. I know Stephen A. I don't hate these people. They're doing what they have to do. Skip now is a fringe guy with a podcast. He used to be a star. He was a star
Some
at
people
ESPN.
say that we're a fringe guy with a podcast.
I'm fringe right now. Listen, I don't have a problem with it. I acknowledge it. I don't
embrace it.
I embrace being fringe. Except I'm not trans. I don't go that far.
No.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
There are benefits to being fringe.
Well, not today you weren't fringe. Yeah,
You can say and do anything.
I'm on the air on top-rated radio stations in America. I don't even look for jobs. Jobs look for me. I don't look for chicks. Chicks still look for me. And by the way, I know there's a tape of Dean and I when I buried him a few years ago. You know who hasn't called the show or it's not online tonight? Is my boy Dean in Clearwater. I'm calling you out now, Dean. I am calling your ass out right now. I know you're out probably at a steakhouse tonight because that's what they like to do, Dean. Actually, they go to get pizza on Friday nights. And I love Dean and his wife, Karen, great friends for a long, long time. But I guarantee you that coward, that crumb creep coward, doesn't have the audacity to come on No Filter or any of the other platforms we're on tonight and challenge me, Tony Bruno. Not male prostitute. That was Fred Garvin back in the day. And by the way, you notice all the ESPN, all the Saturday Night Live cast members who have announced that they're not coming back? Can you name one of the Saturday Night Live cast that's not coming back?
I don't know, but
Seriously.
pizza sounds really good right now.
Pizza does sound good.
If anybody would like to order us pizza on DoorDash or Yelp.
No, I don't want any DoorDash or Yelp shit. Get the hell out of there with that crap.
Hey.
I'm not paying for a pizza that's going to take an hour to get here.
I'm asking our family, if they would like to feed us.
There's
while we're
great
on
pizza here in South. People say, Florida, they don't have good pizza.
No, there's actually really good pizza.
Yeah, because you know why? A lot of people are from Philly here in Florida, and they get the water, and they know it. And there's good cheesesteaks in Southwest Florida. You know why? Because there's Philly people down here who have abandoned the hellhole that is known in many parts as Philadelphia. And I love Philly. Don't get me wrong. No, I've only had one drink, Robin.
I am getting tipsy because.
Are you getting tipsy now?
Yes, because we had a late lunch and we have not had dinner. That's why pizza sounds so good right now, and I am feeling the effects of this vodka cran.
Wait, by the way, the Captain Ron Johnson just checks in on the No Filter thing. Then get off your golden years ass and go get the pizza. Robin can host the show.
No, I can't.
Really, Captain Ron?
You know what?
Are you bullshitting me?
Captain
I'm not
Ron-
stuttering now. Do I look like Joe Biden?
No, Tony. But Captain Ron brings up something.
I love anybody. Captain Morgan.
Can we tease
Captain
it?
Stabbin.
Can we tease something just a little bit?
I love teasing, yes.
Yes. We just happened to move around the corner from the fabulous Dr. Heather.
Is she on the phone right now?
No, she's not on the phone.
Oh, where the hell is Dr. Heather?
I don't know. But
She's a two-time master's sex therapist.
No, she has two masters and a PhD. She and I have become best friends. She just happens to be from Philadelphia. She happens to have she lived here and she was riding around on her bicycle, and we met her when several months ago. She and I become fast friends, and she and I are going to start a show.
Yes, you are. Sex Talk with Robin and Dr. Heather, ladies and gentlemen.
And
You've asked for it.
People have been asking for it for a long time, and it's not just sex talk, although I'm sure that will come up. But Dr. Heather and I are going to do a show together.
Yes.
And I will be the host.
I may make cameos every once in a while.
now and then.
And you know what my main question will be for Robin and Dr. Heather?
What's that?
The one question that matters the most in this particular household, Robin. You know what it is, don't you?
Two chicks at the great time, the best thing ever, or what?
Now, she's out of town for the weekend.
I know.
Visiting her better half up in the D.C. area.
Correct. Military man.
Military man, and we love him. We met him. Great guy. And by the way, these are people of color.
That makes
and
no
we
difference.
don't care that they're people of color. They have become our best friends here in the neighborhood, next to our next-door neighbors, who have been awesome.
Luigi says, I'm in the knocker room and you're definitely tipsy.
Hey, Luigi, you know what? You know who controls the knocker room,
First of all-
sucker? Let's go. Is Luigi in the knocker
Yeah.
room? Put
We're
that
gonna-
son of a
let's say-
bitch
let's
on
say
right now.
goodbye to
Hey,
Jim.
Jim, God bless you, my
God bless
brother.
you.
Thank you for
Thank
playing that tape of that guy out. Thank you for playing. I want you to play the Dean tape also. When I was on
The Dean tape is probably runs about 5 minutes.
me
Yes.
tearing into Dean
Dean.
from Clearwater.
That was a good
could
one.
be the single.
We'll have that.
That's definitely
Next week, we got to do it next
That's
weekend.
definitely on the Mount Rushmore.
That's on
of
the
Tony
Mount
Bruno
Rushmore
rants.
of rants of me single-handedly disemboweling Dean in Clearwater, Florida.
Yes.
So much so that he is now underneath the tattered remains of Raymond James Stadium, underneath that big dome that used to be where it's just tattered rags floating and flapping in the wind. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go to Luigi.
Let's go to Luigi, who's a very visibly shaken man down there in the Naples area.
Luigi, are mommy and daddy tipsy or what?
This is my first drink.
This is actually Cowboy fan Al from Philadelphia, Tony. I'm just calling.
Hey, Al, let me welcome you to the program. Welcome in, my friend. You know, I got to tell you, Jerry Jones could be the greatest owner GM in the history of the National Football League, bro.
You know, I don't know who's older. Is it Skeletor or Master Splinter? Could be.
Well,
Listen, I got to say this about Jerry Jones. A lot of people rip the guy. You know, obviously he bought the team for $140 million, and he just had his best player go to Green Bay for $188 million before tax. You see what the tax hit's going to be on what's his face who just left for Green Bay?
Oh, I know. It's almost 50%.
Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons.
It's almost
or as
50%.
Jerry called him, Michael Parsons. He is now going to make, after tax tags, destination fees, and all the other stuff,
Resort fees.
I'm telling you, though.
You know how much he's going to make in Green Bay, Robin?
Yeah,
$17.
Yeah.
$25,000
Instead of 55. So,
of course, because you know, as great as I love Milwaukee and I love
taxes.
I love Lambeau Field. After the Fed hits you, after the Milwaukee tax is taken effect, after the cheese curd taxes are put in there, the fees for cheese curds, the bottom line is that he's working for less money in Green Bay than he was. And listen, God bless him. He's excited. He says he's now going to take care of his mom. By the way, didn't he make enough money to take care of his mom when he was at the Cowboys?
She's a lavish woman. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
seriously, it wasn't like he was making scraps in Dallas.
No,
he was a first round pick. He was making guaranteed money. So
and again, I don't hate Micah Parsons. Isn't he a Penn State guy?
He is a Penn State guy.
Exactly right. We are messed up, but that's a different story for another time.
So
yes.
So Robin is going to do a show with another woman. Is this going to be called The Broadcast?
Oh, that's a
not
good
crossing.
one.
It's not a bad name.
No, how about not crossing broad?
Luigi, I'm writing it down. No, seriously.
The Broadcast.
We are trying to figure out a name.
It's
Broadcast. It's good.
I love that. It doesn't have enough joie de vivre, though. It doesn't have enough sex. It doesn't have enough joie de vivre.
I had some of that last night.
That's pretty good, man. You put a little extra garlic on there.
I'm gonna add.
I went sun-dried tomato. It's a rare thing, but it's good.
By the way, the sun has set, and we didn't even catch the live cam of the sunset, Robin.
No. Yes, we did.
Did we have it live?
Oh.
Now, Louise, tell the people out there, you've been to The Casa Bruno.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Is there a better sunset view anywhere in the entire southwest part of Florida?
I don't know, man. I mean, the sunsets here in Florida are something else, dude.
Exactly right.
They really are. They are something to behold.
Especially here in the Southwest because the sun sets in the West. Now, I don't know if you're an astronomer or a follower.
Well, it's not just that, though, because there's no street lights or anything.
Exactly.
It's just
Well, it's because there's no
nature.
crime.
And there's no people. Other than that,
That's what I'm saying. It's fine.
I'm serious, Luigi. The broadcast.
how does it sound now
I
from
think
you
that's-
down there
that's- I'm
in
gonna totally
fashionable
send this to
in
Heather.
fashionable Naples, Florida, where, by the way, the mom of the trans killer in Minneapolis is down there living in your neighborhood? Are you inviting her to your local cafe for some breakfast?
No. We're just Elizabeth and I don't really invite killers into the home. We just
Exactly.
kinda,
You can't do that, man.
we don't really care if you're straight, bi, trans, whatever. If you kill people, we don't really want you in here. That's kind of
Damn
that's
right.
kind of the way
man.
it is.
Anybody who's been to Naples, you know it's a great place.
It is.
Jay Wright, by the way, just announced today that he's not going back to CBS to do college basketball coverage because he's going to obviously focus. He's still involved with Villanova. You got to give Jay Wright major props. A lot of people were down on Jay Wright at Villanova, but he pretty much cemented himself not only in the College Basketball Coaching Hall of Fame, but also in the Broadcasting Hall of Fame. Nobody looked better on TV or actually delivered comprehensive coverage of the college game than Jay Wright. For him to walk away from CBS where he could have basically named his price, sort of like Priceline.com before what's his name left and that wacky chick took over.
I don't know who the Priceline person is. Oh,
The chick that was on
Captain Kirk. That was
no, that was William Shatner, and then they
William
gassed him,
Shatner.
and they put that chick from Third Rock from the Sun on, right? Kelly Cuoco, was she on Third Rock?
Oh no, she that was from the Big Bang Theory.
The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, the Big
and by
Bang
the way, Wood. Don't get me wrong.
Have
Wood. Have?
yeah. The you know what else I was thinking about too was
How do we sound tonight down there in Naples, Florida, where all the rich people live, while we're just
you guys.
low
It sounds it's coming in clear, man. I got Wi-Fi in the building, which is good. It's a rarity these days, but we have it, and yeah, everything's
Now, people are coming up with other names. You came up with the broadcast.
I like
How
it.
how about two chicas on a couch? Well, they're not chicas. Robin's not Hispanic. And did you meet our great friend,
Heather?
the great Heather, sex therapist? Did you
No.
meet her? She is one of the greatest human beings you will ever. Philly girl.
Yes.
Philly girl in the house.
That's why the broadcast works. 'Cause
Oh,
broads.
is that
It's
like
a
Broad and
works.
Patterson,
The
the Crossing
broadcast.
Broad, the Patterson? You know how all these podcasts, it's Crossing Broad. Now, I love Crossing Broad. I love Kevin Kincaid and those people.
Whoa.
But then you got On Patterson, which is a knockoff ripoff.
Yeah.
And listen, I get it. People are trying to make money doing podcasts, but they're never going to compete with this show. Tell them, Luigi, you've known me forever. Is Stephen A. Smith the biggest cowboy hater in the history of Philadelphia or in the history of sports at any level?
What happened?
I don't know, but I do know he has the biggest forehead I've ever seen. I do know that for a fact.
Who, Stephen A.?
Yeah,
No, he doesn't have the biggest forehead.
dude. Seriously, Chris Berman announces his hairline. Back.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
There are a lot of
He
people
does.
with 5 heads more than even Robin when she doesn't have the bangs
Yeah,
has
when I
sort of
don't-
a 4.5
No,
head.
I have a 5 head.
She has a
Five
5
head.
head.
I have
He's
a 5.
got a Ulysses S. Grant up there. What are you talking about? 5 head. Dude?
I definitely have a 5 head.
What are you talking about?
Tony was being nice. I mean, normally he does say that I have a 5 head.
She does have a 5. That doesn't say anything wrong with that. Listen, I got an 8 head.
I will say for answering the question, no, there's no other larger cowboy hater than you. No,
You come out of the womb. I've come out of the womb in Philadelphia hating the Dallas Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
And Michael Irvin knows it. Jay Novacek knows it. Troy Aikman knows it. These are friends. And you know I'm not bullshitting or trying to pretend that I know people.
I've been there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. I remember you and I both kicked Jay Novacek in the nuts. That was a great day.
Hey, listen, but you know, he's a Hall of Famer, man, Jay Novacek. I think he was one of those cowboy type. Everybody talks about, remember the other guy that came in and played for a couple years and was pretty damn good and then got an
Jason Witten?
Jason Witten, who got an ESPN job that lasted like 15 seconds? Because he's
Boy,
not a good analyst. Just
told him
because
to
you're a
leave.
good player and you play for the Cowboys doesn't make Emmitt Smith, great player, sucked as an analyst. Troy Aikman, Hall of Fame player, solid as an analyst. Even Tony Romo, who was mediocre as a player, is now a top analyst for CBS. You either have it or you don't. Playing for a Hall of Fame team or a team that won all these Super Bowls, Jerry Rice was very good. Joe Montana, great quarterback, Hall of Famer. Not very good on the air.
No, he's not good at all.
No.
Emmitt Smith, the same thing. Great player, one of the greatest running backs of all time. Mediocre.
Joe Montana is shy, though.
Yeah, he is shy.
He's very shy.
Exactly right.
He does not do good on camera.
Do you guys have a Florida update?
We have the greatest Florida
We do
update.
have
And thank you.
Florida.
You talk about. By the way, you will be here next Friday night. Will you be a part of the broadcast
You're going
live?
to be in studio, right?
By the way, May 16th was the last show that we
I'm
have done.
I'm coming to sleep over my grandparents.
Oh, it's going to
That's
be a
what I'm doing.
sleepover. Grandparents.
Grandparents?
You son of a bitch.
F you.
You
Actually, you know what? I'm
Penny's
sleeping in the
grandma.
bunk beds.
No,
you're
it is
not.
Penny's
Yes,
grandpa.
we are.
No, you're
yes,
not.
we are.
You have
I'm-
the fabulous suite to go
I'm
into.
putting Penny up on the top bunk. It's gonna be great.
By the way, they've identified the retard. I hate the word retard.
That's
but
not a
did you
good
see
word.
the U.S. Open when some strapper fan was leaning over the railing and there were kids asking for an autograph? Did you see that?
Yes.
Yeah, it's that whole U.S. Open's nothing more than a racket.
No,
Tony. You know
this
that.
asshole.
No,
So-
we found out who
yeah.
and that's
So
what I
there's
love about
there's
social
a kid-
media.
Wait, let's set it up. There's
So-
a kid that is having his
he's
ball
got a ball.
signed.
He's got his ball signed,
And,
it's a
uh,
pretty
who's-
big ball for a kid who's
Who's
short.
the player? What's his name? What's his
I don't
name?
know who the player is. He's,
Okay.
who
So the
knows
player
him?
takes his baseball cap off
Right.
and hands it directly to the kid. And before the kid can take it, this asshole beside him, who's an adult, grabs the hat and puts it in his bag.
Now we have identified. This is what's great about, and I don't like doxing people who disagree with me, but the son of a bitch who actually stole the stinking hat from a kid who wanted his ball signed by whoever who was the tennis player.
I know. I was watching it earlier. And now I can't think of the name.
So people said, make this bastard. His name is Piotr Sergic. Some
you?
Polish scumbag, low-life criminal.
Listen.
A Polish
I don't know,
businessman, obviously with a lot of cash, and he gets to go to the U.S. Open and sit courtside and then pulls a hat from a kid. So here's Piotr, P-O-R-T-R, Sergic.
So the
and that's
video,
his wife, Anna, with
so the
him.
the tennis player, his name is Kamil Majdzak.
But I get it. Listen, there's a kid there whose obviously parents have good money because they're sitting courtside at the U.S. Open,
And
a
he
very
has
shishi
looks
elitist
like
event.
either a volleyball. Oh, no. It's one of those oversized tennis balls.
Oversized tennis ball. And listen, it happens when you get older,
Yeah.
but that's usually with people in my age. You know, where you got the prostate. So this son of a bitch next to him
Majdzak.
with his fascist wife has a tennis ball in his hand and then grabs the hat out of the kid's hand and then gives it to his fascist wife. Listen, I love Polish people. I was married to a Polish broad. But
Yeah,
then he gives it to
that's
his
the problem,
wife.
Tony Bruno.
And now, luckily, they've identified this piece of shit. His name is P-O-I-T-R, Scherzerik. Didn't he play goal for the Flyers back in the day? I think so. And that's
No, it
his
was the
wife,
Islanders.
Anna, with him. Polish businessman who is getting roasted right now. And that's the best part of social media. You know, not because you disagree with somebody, when some scumbag Polak, and I can say this because my kids are part
This
Polak.
is how you pronounce it. Kamil Majdzak. Majdzak.
And this son of a bitch,
There's so
because
many
he's a
more letters in that.
rich
That's so
Polak with his wife.
No. He's the player. Kamil
No,
Majdzak.
the guy who stole the hat from the kid and wore it with his Polak wife is Polish. He's a
Also.
Polish businessman who's getting roasted right now
Un
on social.
bastardo.
Are you saying he's getting served?
Oh, no, he's getting kielbasa'd right now. He's getting the kielbasa treatment.
You know what? I'm all about it, though,
the
man.
old
Like,
poop shoot. And
I
I'm
don't
talking
care if a little
about
kid's getting a
fresh,
ball or a
not
hat.
small. And you know, Luigi, growing up in the Northeast, big Polish community up there. My kids are half Polish. The bottom line is this. He prefers it smoked, not fresh. When you have to order the kielbasa.
Now, Mickey Delaney says he wants his ball signed by Robin. I will sign one ball, not two.
Well, how do you know he has more than one ball?
You're right.
Guy's a nut in general.
Hey, Luigi, we
Brian
can't wait to
Wagner,
see
wait a
you.
minute.
We
The
miss
U.S.
you.
Open just woke elites trying to push non-white players nonstop. I agree. There's too many white people at the U.S. Open. Even though they may be Euro trash, they're still white Euro
You know
trash.
what's funny?
What?
How you say there's too many white people at the U.S. Open, but nobody ever says there's not enough black people there. You never hear anybody say
No, there's
that,
some
though.
sisters there. I was all in on
Nobody
the
ever
sister
says
that
that.
was there who had a problem with one of these Latvian commie broads who went after her. I stand behind the sisters playing.
You
and
used to
this is
speak.
the thick division. Have you seen these two thick broads at the U.S. Open yesterday?
Tony, way back in the day, you were one of the people that would interview their dad.
Yeah, I would interview
Venus
the
Venus
the
and
Venus and the Williams sisters' dad on my national show, Richard Williams, before what's his name, Will Smith and his trans kids ruined that movie.
That is how we got the quote of the
$7 million chandelier in their pad. He was mocking the elitist white trash rich bitches who would go down to the tennis tournament down in Palm Springs and boo the Williams sisters, those racist white pieces of garbage in Gavin Newsom's state of disarray, California, where I lived for 11 years. So screw you, all of you white trash tennis whores, especially out there in Southern California, who are living on $7 million Shangri-La's in your patios, but you're just low-life white trash scum.
You know, it's so sad because my dad really, really wanted me to be a white trash tennis whore.
Well, you can still do that, Robin. I mean, just put on the outfit.
No,
you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. You don't have to play.
My dad sent me to tennis camp up in Tahoe. He sent me to tennis camp.
That's because you were one of those elitist, far left, Euro trash Netherlands who hate everybody, fascist country. People are doing dope. They're doing whores on the streets. I will never, if somebody offered me an all expenses paid trip to Holland and they put me up in the finest whorehouse
right
there on the
Tony
road where
Bruno.
you can get weed and windmills and wooden shoes and hookers on demand, I would refuse to go to the stinking Netherlands. Those people
Luigi
are white
left.
trash fascists right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Luigi left without even saying goodbye.
Wow.
How rude. I know. But you shush it, Tony Bruno. You are going to go to the Netherlands.
No,
and
I
you're
won't.
gonna like
I
it.
will never go to the Netherlands
Yes, you
again.
will.
You offer me all expenses paid. The hookers on demand. By the way, if you've seen those hookers down there in the red light
I don't
district,
care what you say.
I wouldn't screw them with 16 condoms.
I'm not-
I wouldn't go near those skanks. I'd rather bang a chick at
Tony.
13th and Locust who may not even be a chick than go to the Netherlands and look at those skanky, disease-infested whores.
Shush your mouth right now. We have another fabulous listener
In the
calling-
locker room?
Sam Hawthorne. Has he
Loves,
been on?
is that his real name or is that his porn name?
I don't know. It's
Sam,
a great name.
Let's go to Sam. Are you in
Sam.
Hawthorne, California, where Robin grew up and I think went to school?
No, I didn't go to school there. I went to school in Torrance, but I lived in Hawthorne my junior year.
That's good Southern California knowledge. How's Gavin Newsom doing tonight, Sam in Hawthorne? Oh, you're Sam Hawthorne. You're not living in Hawthorne, are you?
Correct. Sam, are you there?
Sam, you're there in the locker room?
You have to give permission to your camera or your audio.
Come on, let's talk.
There he is.
There he is.
Sam.
I talk.
But make sure, Sam, turn down your
The volume.
your volume or your audio on your computer because we're getting feedback.
How's that?
That's good.
There
That's
we
much
go.
better. Now, by
Perfect.
the way, Mickey Delaney ripping Julio, right? Not Julio. Luigi. Remember him? I said, welcome back to Luigi, and that asshole left. I agree. Luigi's not a good person. I hate to go that route right now. That son of a bitch abandoned us back on May 16th.
How rude.
And now he wants to come back and be a part of the family again. Do we let him in, or we disown him from the family. Let's go to Sam. Sam, should Luigi be invited back into the Bruno Familia?
Sure, Luigi's a legend. He has to be invited back.
All right, I'll make an exception in this case.
Plus,
he's Italian.
Plus, he's Italian. Plus, he has our grand dog Penny, whom we love.
You love Penny, right?
We love Penny.
We love Penny.
That's right.
In fact, if Luigi didn't have Penny, I would not allow him in this house ever again.
Fair enough. That's fair enough. Fair enough. Listen, I'll be your Clearwater, Florida representative.
Oh, you now see, because Dean has abandoned us. Dean is too busy eating pizzas up at Anthony's Cold Fired, living the good life, and then he goes out and he goes out to the Capitol Grill. God bless him. If you got that kind of cash, and obviously he's a stock market degenerate, and he spends all day, live trading. God bless him. Rob, making a second trip?
Maybe he's making a run to Burns on his spare time too. Who knows?
Listen, who doesn't? I turned Luigi on to Burns, and Luigi finally drove up to Tampa from down in Naples and agreed. It is single-handedly. There's a lot of great steakhouses, but there's no steakhouse that has what Burns Steakhouse in Tampa has. It's not a well-known place. It's not in the high rent district. You got to drive. Have you been to Burns in Tampa?
Yes.
And the room upstairs, a dessert room. You go down into the basement and you see the Madeiras that are 200 years old. There's a lot of great restaurants and great wine locations. There's no place like Burns on earth, not just in Florida, not just the United States. And I don't get free meals from there. I go there like every other schmuck. And I'm telling you, I took Robin there one night, and she was absolutely floored.
It's down there in South Howard. It's in the middle. It's down there where you would never expect it
exactly.
to be.
And those are a lot of the best places are not on the main strips. And by the way, speaking of strips, their ribeye and the New York strip are to die for. You know what I'm saying?
Another place in Tampa, Tone, Donatello.
I loved him in the green. I loved him in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But he can whip up a good turtle soup like they used to at Bookbinders back in the day. Remember the snapper soup? Now you from Philly at all? Did you grow up there?
I grew up in Pittsburgh, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, you got the Primanti's brothers, and they put the stupid stuff on there. And listen,
that's stupid.
It's all indigenous. Who puts French fries on a sandwich, Robin? Really?
Well, they did that back in the 40s and 50s. The truckers. The whole story.
I get it. Just like Philly. There's truckers, by the way, and when they went into the bars in Philly, they were so busy they had to get in and out for lunch. They would pee in a trough right in front of the bar. There was a trough, and it's still there.
I did not
Robin
believe this
didn't believe it. I took her into a bar that still has a trough. And guys were so busy back when people worked to build this country that they would get in and out of places like Primanti Brothers in Pittsburgh and other legendary joints.
Chickies and Pete's.
Chickies and Pete's, the original one up in Mayfair.
Still has the trough in their original
I don't think people
bar.
still pee in there, but women can do it too. That's the good thing. If you're a chick, you can pee sitting on the bar stool right into the trough. You spray that thing in there and bam!
I thought this was a made-up story. I really honestly thought this was like an urban legend. There's no freaking way that somebody actually built a pee trough in a bar for people so that they could go pee sitting on
There
their
are still
chair.
bars in Philadelphia that have those troughs. I'm sure in Pittsburgh too, right?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, it was a staple back, when I grew up in the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
And by the way, now that I'm older and I have the prostate thing going on, if I'm in a bar and I got to take a leak, I'm not going to the bathroom and fighting a couple of strappers in there and maybe some tranny in the room, pretending that she's a guy.
We were told by the Chickies and Pete bartender when we were there the last time, which was many years ago. He said that guys still use it, not women.
Why
guys.
not? When you got to go, you got to go.
They put ice cubes.
They put ice cubes in the bottom so it wouldn't stink.
Stink is bad.
You know what I mean?
Speaking of ice cubes, you have to try. I know it's not the best for you, but with your Tito's, you have to go to Publix, and it's a rare thing that they have it. The black raspberry ginger ale with your Tito's. I'm telling you,
I did not know.
Socks off.
Now, luckily, we have a Publix right now. My buddy, KC's, who's on Twitter, KC's, he and his wife invited us to a charity event earlier this year.
Yes.
For what was the event? It was for it's for Make-A-Wish Foundation, I believe, right?
Yes.
And this guy is a great local guy.
St. Jude.
No, St. Jude's Children's Hospital. That's right. And a lot of great people here locally. The weather guy over at Wink, who's one of the best
Wait, hold on a
hurricane
second.
authorities.
I'm keep hearing this in the background. What's going on your end?
He's
Sam?
in Tampa. Maybe he's got maybe the debris from Tropicana Field is interfering with.
They're putting the new roof on too. By the way, you know
They're going to do that.
What?
They're going to do that thing.
Tony,
I thought it was
it's-
next.
It's insanity. They've got one panel out of 24. It's going to take them till December to put it all on, and they're going to put $60 to $70 million into that dump. And play there
but here's
until
I hear what you're
they
saying. Tropicana Field is not a baseball stadium. It's a multi-purpose facility, and obviously not porpoises. Although there are fish right out there if you go in the area, especially over the beautiful bridge. The bridge. What's the bridge that goes over? There's like 16 bridges, but
the last time we looked at this was
the Sunshine Skyway.
So
Thank you.
Tropicana Field, like 4 months ago. How many months ago were we up there? It was not that a lot.
We've been up there multiple times.
But we went up there, and it was kibosh. They were not going to
but
rebuild
the
it.
structure still stands, but they put this mylar thing over it.
As of August 28th, so that was yesterday.
They put one panel on.
Yes.
It takes it's going
And
to
it
take
takes
till
6
there's 24
days.
panels.
Yep.
It's going to take them till December to get it all on. Then they can start with redoing the inside for next baseball season. I wouldn't step foot in that place after it being exposed for a year. I'm telling you.
Well, they'll clean it. Listen, man, I get it. Tropicana Field.
It
And I
takes
love the
6
excuse because
days.
I was on
Here's-
Tampa radio for years when I was in L.A. on Fox Sports Radio, ESPN. They always carried my show in Tampa. Great friends, great broadcasting friends, some of them who have left us already. The bottom line is everybody knew Tropicana Field was stupid from day one. And then they would have the outfield, the ball would hit the stadium, they had the ball hit the speaker. Yeah. But the bottom line is this. What are they going to do?
They have to play there.
Exactly. They're not going to build. And by the way, downtown St. Pete, they built all this infrastructure and hotels and all these other things right around it. If you drive through St. Pete, they were hoping that this would be the new era of Tampa Bay Rays baseball. And nobody's going to build them a new stadium anywhere else in Tampa. They're not going to build it in Tampa on Dale Mabry where the stadiums are for football. And so the bottom line is they have to do something because they can't play in the Giants minor league stadium in Tampa. They can't play it in Steinbrenner Field.
It's too hot. It's the whole thing. So they're going to play there for the next 2-3 years until they say they're going to build a stadium in Tampa. We'll see about that, but they're going to play at Tropicana Field for the next foreseeable future.
And listen, I don't have a problem with that because modern day technology and engineers, they'll get it right. The technology of building. Remember, Minnesota had a dome stadium that collapsed.
Yes,
with
but the problem is that this is not new technology. They're doing old technology.
Robin, do you think they're just going to throw a hefty bag over the top of the roof?
I'm
They're
reading.
trying.
I'm
They're
looking
doing
at it
it.
right now.
They're doing it.
Each of the 24 panels weighs about 4,800 pounds.
Yep.
It takes 6 hours to put one panel on, and then an additional 6 days to completely stretch it out and
guess
connect it
what?
to the
You know
structure.
what? It's now August 29th.
They claim that the new roof will be stronger and able to withstand 165
Of course, you know why? Because when they built that stadium, they had no idea. By the way, there have been hurricanes, not like in Tampa, like the ones that destroyed that roof. But they've had major storms in Tampa.
So
Listen, I think it's a garbage stadium. I think it's one of the worst ever created. But remember, the San Francisco Giants at one point were threatening to leave San Francisco to move to Tampa Bay because they couldn't get themselves a new stadium.
Well, here's the reason. The reason why they're doing this is that the city is legally obligated to make the stadium playable for MLB games due to the current use agreement.
Exactly. They have contracts.
That's correct. That's correct.
So the total
and they
price
built all
tag-
these buildings and hotels and casinos and everything around it.
The price tag is almost $60 million.
Guess how much it costs to build a new stadium?
Oh, no, I know
Robin?
it would be way, way, way more.
And again, I'm not defending the Trop.
It'd be $1 billion.
I'm not defending the Trop. It's a garbage stadium. But if Tampa wants to keep a baseball team, where a lot of people, the excuse that I heard working in Tampa, even though it was network for all those years, I don't want to drive across from Tampa into St. Petersburg to watch a game. That's bullshit. People from all over Florida drive all the way across multiple bridges to go into Tampa to watch the Buccaneers play because they're good again. So the excuse that nobody's going to drive all the way across the 62 bridges that span between Tampa and St. Pete, that is bullshit. People will go because if their team is good, they will show up. That's how it works.
It's all interstate to get to Tropicana Field.
Exactly.
So
Tony Bruno, we have breaking news.
We have breaking news?
Yes, we do.
Is this good or bad?
Well, it depends. The original dean from Clearwater is actually in queue waiting to come on. Yes, he is.
Somebody finally got, by the way, we have a new guy who should be the dean, our Tampa Bay correspondent. Will Dean be demoted and sent to the La Liga or some minor league team, or will he continue to be our Tampa correspondent despite the fact that we've been friends? They can be upgraded.
I know.
But they're now going to go down this to, what do they say in soccer? They put them down.
I apologize. We're going to let you go, and we're going to see
Thanks for having me.
Yes.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Absolutely.
Don't go away. You're still going to be in our list of potential future Tampa Bay correspondents.
Yeah, absolutely.
I appreciate that.
Because Dean is basically a fraud from Boston who moved down here and jumped on the Tampa Bay Bucks when they were good, gave up on them when they sucked. Then, of course, he went to the Lightning, who are one of the best organizations in hockey. So then he was going to hockey games pretending he knew what he was talking about. So he's just basically, what do they call those people who move?
Bandwagon person?
No, not a bandwagon. He's one of those somebody who doesn't live in a state, like the chick.
Ooh, I just broke my pen.
How do you break your pen, Robin?
I don't know. It was with one hand.
What's the term you use when somebody... he's going to be relegated to the California Penal League. You're absolutely right.
Dean,
are you there? Where did you go? Did you go to Anthony's Coal-Fired Pizza again?
Yeah, which by the way, my wife and I treated you to that place, and you ghosted me ever since. I haven't heard a word from you.
That's bullshit,
Where the hell you
man.
been?
Ghosted you. I'm the guy who put Anthony's Coal-Fired Pizza on the map, bro. Come on, man. I put the original Hooters on the map in Clearwater, Florida, when I was there to open that son of a bitch.
And Dean, Tony might have ghosted you, but I have not.
I haven't ghosted you. Where the hell have you been? You know we're building a house. You just basically disappeared, and we have to find a new Tampa correspondent. People are volunteering to replace you, pal, because you're too busy on a Friday night for the first time since May 16th to actually say, hey, you know what? My boy Bruno's back on with Miss Robin. They're in the new crib. You've been here. You didn't see the finished product. But I don't know if I'm going to invite you and Karen to the house to spend a couple of nights there. No, you're always welcome. I'm busted his chops. He knows that.
Now, word on the street, through the grapevine, is I heard you were ripping me tonight. For what? What possibly reason did my name come out of your mouth?
Because you have abandoned us all these months. We took you here. We coddled you. We fed you. We brought you to the greatest locations.
Wow.
And all of a sudden, you disappear just like that. Mickey Delaney.
Okay,
Dean, you're fired. Dean, you're fired.
Okay, Brunos.
People are wondering about you, Dean. We worry about our great friend. No, you're not just a fan. You've become a friend.
Steve Tidd says you put the original Hooter boobs on your face.
On my face or on his face?
Steve has insider information because you know the original Hooter chick.
I was there. You know who it was? Darren Dalton's wife.
Dean was there too.
Dean was there in Clearwater when Darren Dalton's wife, who later became the sports babe, was on the outfield wall down there up here in Clearwater, Florida, where the Philly spring training is, and then she married Darren Dalton.
Lynn Austin.
The great Lynn Austin, who then later went on to do a sports show, The Sports Babes, in Tampa, Florida, and I appeared on that broadcast many, many times.
And we have spoken to her in the last couple of years, and she said that she would love to get back on the air with you.
You know who else? Who were the other sports babes on that show in Tampa, along with the great Lynn Austin? No relation to Robin, of course. Unless her husband banged Lynn Austin too, which I doubt. Dean, are you awake? What'd you get tonight? Did you get the chicken wings? Did you get the chicken wings with all the great onion? What did you get tonight?
I got double sausage, small pizza.
I heard you were a double sausage guy. Could you fit it in, or did you have to have your wife ram it in there like bam, right in the old poop chute?
I
She
love
actually
double
got-
sausage.
I told her it's a sin what she got. She got a pizza with pineapple on it.
That's rules for that's
Oh
grounds
my
for
God.
divorce right now.
Oh
If you
my
don't walk
God.
out of your house tonight
you
and
go,
say
honey.
that's absolute bullshit, there is no
Tony
way
just
I would
said that's
ever be
absolute
around a
bullshit.
woman as great as Karen is that I would stand for
I
pineapple
might
on
have
pizza.
just lost all respect for Karen, and I
we love Karen.
I
We even
couldn't
went to the
believe it when
worst
she
musical
ordered it. I said,
ever
"What the heck
produced."
did you say you ordered pineapple on pizza?
We actually
What
even went to the
happened to
worst
Karen?
musical ever that you conned us into going in Tampa.
No. That was Robin.
Robin, who absolutely
No.
is the worst musical theater fraud of all time. Listen,
No, Robin,
musical
you're the one who
theater
wanted to go
majors
see that.
are
I
the
did-
worst people on the planet.
Listen. I had on good authority that the Book of Mormon was one of the best non-musical musicals ever.
And listen, I don't mind mocking
And-
religions. I'm not a. I mock
was
all religions.
Even though he has cut you out of his life, Keith Oberman was a friend of yours for.
And he would go see the
30 plus
original
years.
Book of Mormon on
He saw it
Broadway
like over 100 times.
every single night.
And he told us how fabulous. I heard it from other people.
And you know who
how
the original guy is there was, right?
Yes.
The little guy who's
Well,
great.
there's your
He's a-
first mistake. You believe Keith Overman.
I didn't believe Keith. You told me that the Book of Mormon's. I got tickets. We're
Look,
going to get down low.
I was told that
And I
it was
said-
funny.
and
Tony,
listen,
it was her idea, not mine.
It was.
that's another reason to get a divorce, Dean. How long you been married now?
No, mine. It was mine. He doesn't. have,
I'm not going to marry. I'm going to put my marriage on hold to Robin because I'm going to blame her and your wife for conning us into going to
Oh,
the
no.
Book of Mormon,
I
which is the
can't-
most unfunny, worthless. And
was
by the way,
horrible.
the guys who produced it are geniuses.
I know.
And this is what they came up with. And it's not because I'm a Mormon apologist. I don't even have magic underwear.
Honestly.
I drink Coke and Pepsi. So don't give me any of that shit about religion.
It was horrible. I should
It was,
have done.
Dean, how horrible was it?
Oh, it was. I couldn't believe what we were sitting through, and it was like 3 hours long too,
It was
wasn't it?
so bad.
It
was
was
so bad.
awful. And I'm not saying the actors did a bad job because they only can deal with the content they have. But it was it was incredibly awful. It was the
And
worst,
the worst part of it
musical.
is, mine and Karen's tickets were actually free, so nothing came out of my pocket. But then I played the nice guy, and I went in halves on the cost of the
I
total
know.
ticket of
You-
yours.
you
so I even
were-
had to
Honestly-
good for you,
No,
Dane.
no. I take full 100% blame.
Remember
on this.
this, ladies and gentlemen. If you are involved with a theater geek or somebody who is a musical theater major, it's better to never listen to them or ever take
No.
their word for anything ever again, whether it's pizza choices or theater.
No,
I
but I
will
should-
never, let me point this out. I will never, ever, ever go to a musical ever again. That
No.
was, I actually did that
What
as a
I-
favor to
I know,
Robin and
you
Karen.
did. You
I
did.
did that as a favor.
And as soon as like maybe 15 minutes into the show, Book of Mormon, I went, fuck.
We were looking to get out.
No,
But because your wife
this is
had,
it.
I was a part of the
This was
organization
problem.
that got
As,
greased.
Like 15 minutes in the show, I was like, oh my God, this show is so bad. This is nothing. I thought it was going to be more like Avenue Q. If it had been Avenue Q,
It wasn't funny at all. Was it funny,
would-
Dean?
No.
If it had been Avenue Q, Tony would have
I
been
let it
laughing
chuckle
hysterically.
twice.
Yeah, maybe.
We wanted to leave and go out and start drinking heavily down
I
at
know.
the place in Tampa
I
Bay
know.
where the bar right across the street
I
from where the
admit
Lightning
it.
play. What's the name of that place? Is that still there?
I screwed the
Patrick's.
pooch.
Hat Tricks, one of the great bars in all of
there.
sports. I got to say this about Tampa. People talk about, the Buccaneers are front runner fans. Of course they are. A lot of fans are front runners. But I got to say this about Hat Tricks.
admit it.
Hat Tricks is the best sports bar right next to an arena.
Yes.
Even though the Buccaneers, they didn't suck. Even though the
Tony,
Lightnings didn't suck this year.
Mea
But it's all
culpa.
about the Florida Panthers here, Dean. And even you have to admit
screwed
it.
the pooch
Yes, you do.
on the Book of Mormon. It should have been Avenue Q. You would have been laughing hysterically. It would have been funny because I know the song. That's the problem. I didn't actually listen to the songs of the Book of Mormon.
I got to give
I
Robin
just- I
and
know.
Dean's wife, Karen, one of these right now.
No, not Dean's wife. That was all Robin.
No, your wife got the tickets for Christ's sake. And then you say,
Yeah, she
oh,
got
I'll
the
be
tickets,
able to
but
get
only
some
because
discount
Robin wanted to
seats
go.
down low. I can get some discount seats down low.
Well, no, I blame Keith Olbermann as well.
No, Keith Olbermann has no life. He lives up
I
in there
know,
right
I
off of
know.
Central Park, and he goes and
But
whacks off the
honestly-
Book of Mormon every night.
I was wrong in even believing an iota of anything. That
I
he
got
had
to give
said.
you, Dean, and your wife,
No, it was
and
all me.
especially Robin. Listen, I'm not
was me.
taking any blame away from Robin.
Don't-
Robin is the worst when it comes to musical theater geeks. Are the lowest form of life in America. Anybody who went to college and has a musical theater degree, you might as well be working at Culver's or at Popeyes. That's a better choice. How many musical theater people do you know that have gotten a job that produces any money or any success in musical theater? It's like having a liberal arts degree. It is as worthless as tits on a bull. Let's be honest, Robin. Is a musical theater degree as worthless as tits on a bull?
No.
It's not?
No, I think a musical theater degree. Somebody
What does
has
that
a,
lead you to,
a
Robin?
musical theater degree, a marketing degree. There's a lot of options.
Those
for
are
people.
two of the worst college courses to
Not
take.
at all.
Absolutely.
No, I disagree
other than
100.
what's the other
disagree
worthless degree
wholeheartedly.
right now? What's the other worthless degree that these stupid kids are taking?
A DEI degree.
Well, DEI is dead, except for Al Sharpton, who's out there still walking the streets trying to keep it alive.
Dean, we love you. Thank you for checking.
By the way,
in.
when you coming down here, bro?
Is the house done?
We got to get the water this week.
You don't have any running water?
We
No,
have running
we
water,
have
but
running water.
it's got
But
sulfur.
it smells like rotten eggs.
It
so-
smells like rotten eggs and the Tampa Bay Lightning this
A
year.
water softener?
No, we got people coming in this week
trust
doing
me,
this son of a
It's
bitch.
a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
We're getting the whole house. We buy bottled water. You have to have bottled water. That's what the great thing about New York and Philadelphia is the drinking water. Even though it's a city water plant, it's great water. But Florida has the worst water
In the
maybe
entire
other than
frickin'
Mr.
world.
Beast. Mr. Beast should come here and instead of going to Africa with his bullshit scam of trying to get people in Africa well water, how about getting some goddamn well water that's potable here, Mr. Frickin' Beast? Is there a bigger jack off than Mr. fucking Beast? Fuck you, Mr. Beast. I'd like to kick your ass right here in downtown Cape Coral, you piece of shit.
Seeing you're going on a rant. Speaking of rants, I heard you talking to Jim about the rant that you said you owned me on. If
That's
we go
right.
point
I
for
owned
point-
you like a
if
cheap
we go
hooker
point for
down
point on
there,
that argument,
down
I
there,
kicked your
down
ass
there on
one side of the street and
right
down the
outside of all the strip clubs
Wow.
in Tampa Bay
Hey,
on
Tony
Dale
Bruno,
Mabry Boulevard.
Breaking news.
What?
We're going overtime.
You're damn right we're going overtime. You think
You
I can
just
sit for
told me in
105
that-
days and not do a fucking show and just cut it off right at the end?
In that rant that day, Tony, you didn't bring up better points than me. You just got louder than me.
I owned you like a
I
rented
schooled
mule,
you,
bitch. I owned you like a woman on Dale Mabry Boulevard
I
at
beat you
2
like
a.m.
a fucking rented mule that day. Bring up that audio right now. Go to YouTube and everybody can see
Jim
you.
has it.
Put
We
on a
don't have it. It's
master
only
class
Jim
or
from
ripping
Jim.
your sorry
By the way,
ass
I
and
got to
fill
rip
that with
another
your
son of a bitch right now. The Philly captain, this motherfucker, the Philly captain, doesn't follow me, even though I've got 10 times the followers of this strapper. He's the Philly frickin' captain. All right? Oh, wow, what a hero he is with 9,000 followers. And I said, how does the frickin' Philly captain not follow one of the most influential Philadelphia sports personalities ever? And you know what his answer? He just responded. He just responded because I want to make sure I get this and not misquote it.
Yeah.
Because you mocked me for going to the baseball games during the pandemic. If that's what it takes for you
What?
not to follow me,
What?
you worthless
Tony?
crumb
No, okay,
bum
wait.
creep.
The Philly captain. Seriously.
I love
Tony-
the Philly captain. I follow him.
We did not mock anybody for wanting to go out.
No, we
were
didn't.
the opposite.
Did you put 6 masks on, Philly
Tony
captain?
actually got. I mean, Tony got suspended during that time period
Exactly.
multiple times, including for including telling people to go out. Ooh.
Oh, you've been drinking tonight, Robin? See,
Maybe
here's the
it's
thing. There's a
one
tip for the day,
skosh.
ladies and gentlemen.
Skosh.
We're doing this at home. Do not do 2 absolute great vodka
Excusez-moi.
crans as Robin because we are not driving after the show.
We are at home.
After the show.
But
after the
I
show.
apologize.
Hey, Bruno, how great is this phone case?
What phone case?
I'm trying to see it. What is
Is
that?
it a Boston Bruins or a Boston Red Sox or a Boston?
Nope, it's Led Zeppelin albums.
Oh, that's cool.
Bruh.
That's cool. That's cool.
And by the way, Philly captain, I'm on your
Philly Captain-
side, bro.
Philly captain Tony has always been on your side. When we were locked down for COVID, we were encouraging people to go F off and go out there. So I don't know how you got your.
Can you
signals
imagine the
greased.
Philly captain, the guy who calls himself the Philly captain, not following me with 86,000 followers? Because how did I mock him?
No, he misinterpreted something.
How did they mock
clearly.
this guy? Come on, man.
Dean,
We're all on the
we
same
love you. We're
page,
gonna
bro.
let you go because we're overtime.
All right, let's get in touch and we'll come down.
Yes.
You better get your ass down here, pal. We'll blow the roof off that
After
sucker. By the way,
Wednesday-
let's get that Tampa Bay Stadium back. Let's get that damn roof on that sucker so we can enjoy your Tampa Bay Rays.
They have to play in that stadium until 2028.
Steve Tidd is saying Robin is starting to sound like Foster Brooks. I know.
Yes, she is. I'm gonna tell you
So, we love you, Dean.
As the great Donald Trump once said, what did he say, Harry?
Harry.
Yeah, I had a couple cocktails tonight.
You Tony had
Everything woke. What happens right now?
turns to shit.
Yeah, yo, let's do this shit.
Yeah.
Oh my lord. Yes. The
Everything woke.
Play Action Reel is asking, we need a Robin slur counter. I am slurring.
Robin is officially
100%.
If you were scoring at
I
home
am
and you had the
slurring.
over under on what time Robin would be absolutely shit faced, like Foster Brooks at one of those great old.
AJ in San Antonio is saying Robin is sounding like Dean Martin. 100%. I admit it. I'm not even fighting it anymore. Tony's sounding like.
No, I'm not. I am fully functional right now, Robin. I can go another 17 hours. I can go another 17 hours after doing how many hours of broadcasting radio?
Bullshit.
Come on, Robin.
Tony's slurring as well.
Bullshit.
But you know what? I'm not just
Miss
slurring.
Miss Slur, not Robin. Robin is sounding like Dean Martin in one of those celebrity. No, she's sounding like Foster Brooks at one of those celebrity roads. Remember the great Foster Brooks?
Can I admit something, Tony?
Yes.
It's not just the slurring. I'm actually having a hard time reading the screen.
Robin, I hate to do it to you, but let me just again repeat. Robin and I, in a few moments after we shut down this broadcast tonight, will be going upstairs, cranking up the AC, and getting ready for a great Labor Day holiday weekend.
Yes.
We will not be driving. Robin will be texting because she can't get off her phone for one goddamn second any time of any day. If anybody needs their hands chopped off, it's Miss Robin. Nobody is on her phone more than Miss Robin. Thankfully, I don't let her drive and text because I would absolutely have her license revoked and her privileges revoked here in Florida.
I don't do it even on my own.
You're a disgrace, Robin. I hate to do it to you. I hate to rip you because it's not my style. But let me tell you this right
Brian
now.
Wagner says Tony sounds like he's drinking around the world at Epcot and he's stalling at the Morocco Pavilion.
The Moroccan Pavilion. Listen, it starts off at Mexico.
Yes.
Because at Mexico and Epcot, the first place you go is in Mexico, and they got shitloads of tequila shots.
know.
You talk about setting you up to be an absolute besotted, drunk-ass
Here's
fool.
a little tip. If you're
For just a second, Robin?
Yeah, if you're going to do the whole drinking around the world,
Nobody's ever drank around the world,
that's
Robin.
because they always start in Mexico. What you need to do is you need to start on the other side, which is Canada.
Blame Canada, Robin. We didn't even do our Canada
No, we did
update
not.
tonight, even though we're going overtime.
And we
but you know
didn't
what's
do
great about
Florida.
the show, Robin? We can do whatever the fuck we want on the show.
Yes, we do. And
We got to rip Canada tonight, though. It's not my style.
Tony?
We did it earlier today on 1210 WPHT.
Oops.
By the way, good thing No Filter doesn't have a breathalyzer to participate. I guarantee you right now, I am stone cold sober right now.
No, you are not.
I will take a breathalyzer.
No,
I'll take a blood test.
I would take
I
you
guarantee
up.
you, I
There's
am
no way.
not above the lead.
You are so drunk right now, Tony.
Bullshit.
You are as drunk as I
That is
am.
bullshit.
Oh, please. Please. Not even. Okay, but here we go.
Our kids are getting worse.
Let's do this.
They
All of our
won't
friends in
obey their
Canada,
parents. They
we want to
just
say
wanna
this to
fuck
all
and
you
curse.
sons of bitches
We
up
blame
there
the government,
who
or
now
blame
suddenly
society,
are not
or should we
bottling
blame them?
Royal Crown anymore.
Now, blame Canada.
Blame those sons of bitches. Rip those cocky suckers. Rip those country cocksuckers, as the late great Lee Elias said. Yes.
We need to form a full assault.
Crown Royal. Those
blame
sons of bitches in Canada hate alcohol in America so much that they now have outsourced the bottling of Crown Royal, for Christ's sake,
No.
to the United States. Now, they're still going to bottle
No.
it, but they fired 220 hosers
So
up there.
It's hosers. You can't just-
Hosers, not hosers, not hosers.
Yes. But you.
Hey, hoser, you don't remember the...
Hoja.
No, hosers. Don't you remember the guys
Yes.
from the Great White North?
Yes.
Let's play. Let's crank it up. This is one of the legendary performers, Robin.
Robin Williams.
Robin, not affiliated with Robin.
I miss him so much.
Blame Canada. Those sons of bitches. Those sons of bitches have ruined America.
And that bitch Anne Marie too.
I don't want to rip Anne Mary, though. She had all those great hits back
All I
in the
can say is I give up. It's Canada's. Everybody.
Blame Canada.
Oh, no, this is the best part. Here they are. Here they are.
Here come the Mounties. And trust me, I'd mount all those bitches right now, baby.
God.
Hey! And if there's not enough reason to hate Canada, which I don't, and Rob and I don't, even though they treated us like mafia scumbags when we tried to cross over into across the bridge, they treated us like terrorists.
Yeah, they did.
Those sons of bitches at the border crossing when you're trying to go into Niagara Falls from the American side.
Yeah.
Those Nazi sons of bitches. I want you all dumped across the Miami. I want you to go over the falls without a barrel, you sons of bitches. But by the way, Canada not only messed up by telling people that they're going to fire 200 people who bottle Crown Royal in Canada.
Yeah, they're moving Crown Royal bottling to the
And by the way,
United States.
Crown Royal is another one of those megala corporations that owns everything,
Which
right?
we thought we had at least one bottle of. Maybe it's
We don't
still in
have
the
any
box.
Crown Royal. We need Crown
can't-
Royal
I know.
Steve to come back on board, but he's a big left-wing guy, so he's not going to follow us anymore.
No, he loves
but
me.
God bless him. He loves you. But listen, by the way, elections have consequences to all those people who are crying still.
Yes.
And again,
one
I
of the
don't
other
care
things
about.
Canada,
I despise
So we're-
both political parties.
We are
by the way.
going from something funny to something very, very,
Yes.
very, very serious.
Another reason to hate Canada, we talk about their great medical system. You know, you can go to Canada and get anything done, which is total bullshit. You
Yes.
can't go to Canada and get free health care. You can't.
Well,
same thing with the freaking
you can.
Netherlands. The Netherlands is another fascist country that should be obliterated from the face of the earth. These are scumbag, criminal Nazis. in the Netherlands. Okay. They are Nazis in the Netherlands, and that's why I will never go there. I don't care if Robin drags me and ties me up and locks me up and puts me under sedation. I will never, ever go to the goddamn Netherlands. It's a fascist, absolute Marxist piece of shit country that is allowing itself to be overrun by terrorists. So take your terrorists and stick them right up your stinking red light district, you scumbags.
Well,
other than that,
so Canada.
Here's what they're doing, ladies and gentlemen. All of you people who love the Canadian
No, I do.
Free health care
We love
system.
Canada.
I love Canada. I love the people in Canada. I hate the government in Canada. And I hate the government in most third world countries, including Ecuador and all these other fascists.
Canada has, in the last several years, made medically assisted induced
suicide.
Death. It's death.
Not just
MAID. It's called MAID.
MAID?
Yes, it's called MAID. Medically assisted induced
So if
death.
your grandma or grandpa is not doing well, you can have them killed.
Yes. Well,
because you are just an evil, stupid Canuck son of a bitch who wants people to die. But that's not enough, Robin. Don't stop it right there. Don't stop. Just like the Netherlands, just like Holland, just like the fascists in fucking Holland. Guess what? There's only 2 countries that allow kids to be slaughtered right after they're born. Because they want kids dead. And that's fucking Canada and the fucking Netherlands, Robin.
Correct.
I want you to defend the fucking Netherlands right now.
Them at
Those
all.
sons of bitches.
The Netherlands is the first country who allowed this. Canada is second.
So if you don't want to abort your kid like most Democrats want to do to get rid of the problem before the baby's born, you can go and have your kid killed if there's any chance that it might not be a healthy child.
Tony, this is even worse.
Even worse? How can it be worse than that, Robin?
Canada's assisted suicide laws have been expanding. So, there's like all sorts of reasons why you can commit suicide and they will assist you. But unfortunately, they are now taught, like Canada's.
I told you this story earlier. You said, "Oh no, that's been debunked. That's been debunked. Assisted killing of kids."
Let me finish the freaking story.
No,
Tony.
I want to make sure that I told you that you said that the story was debunked. It's not debunked. The fucking Canadians hate babies and they want to murder kids.
Yes. So assisted suicide, which has been legally since 2016 which has been legal since 2016 in Canada, now accounts for about 1 out of every 20 deaths. So we're talking about cancer, tumors, guns,
any kind of
accident, whatever,
any kind of potential
1
birth
out of
defect.
20.
They want that baby fucking killed.
Tony, we're talking this right now is only 1. So 1 out of 20. This is adults, but now Canada wants to allow, which I did not know this. I am disgusted. I did not know this. The practice is legal in the Netherlands.
Yes. Those stinking commie bastards.
It is the first country to adopt it since Nazi Germany.
I did not see that coming. The Netherlands is basically Hitler. They are fucking Hitler, Robin.
They are allowing children, babies that have been born, if they have a birth defect, to be euthanized. This is absolute eugenics. And there's no excuse for it. There's absolutely no excuse for this.
Goddamn Canada and goddamn the Netherlands. Yes. Fuck Canada and fuck the Netherlands. Let me just say that right now.
I am so disgusted by this. I did not know this. I am shocked. And
Are you defending your supposed home country, Robin?
Does it sound like I'm
No,
defending them?
tell me that the Netherlands is basically Hitler, Robin. I want to hear those words out of your mouth.
No, I think it's the Dutch medical system, which is socialized.
It's bullshit. I had a heart attack in a Netherlands-controlled country, and they were the worst scumbags on the fucking planet. Fuck the Netherlands. Fuck Curacao. Fuck Canada. I'll say that tonight. And after the next drink, I'll say even more, but we're not going to be on that long.
So that was the Canada story. Now we do have a feel-good Florida story.
I want a feel-good Florida story. It's not my style to be negative or critical. You know what I'm saying? yeah.
Let's do this before we absolutely sink into oblivion.
To quote the great Foster Brooks.
Okay, so there is an actual wonderful feel-good story.
Yes, there is.
And we do have the video of
And it's
this.
a Florida update.
It is. It's
And
not
now,
just a
you know,
Florida
people-
update. It's a Cape Coral update.
It's a Cape Coral, Florida update. We want to leave you tonight with something positive for a change. You know what I'm saying? Because here in Cape Coral, where we live, and we now plant our stakes as our home, there is a hero out there. A hero who doesn't wear a cape. And we heard that all heroes don't wear. And we watched the Superman movie, and we watched, what was the other movie we watched the other night? The end of the...
I don't freaking know.
It's the frickin', what's his name?
Tony.
Let's go to the Netherlands. Or let's go to frickin'...
Let's go to the tape in Cape Coral.
Let's go to Cape Coral where people care.
This is 6
about
ABC.
Where they say... This is not
Get
6...
this. No. This was 6 ABC talking about Cape Coral, Florida.
6 ABC in
as
Philly, they don't know
should.
shit. They're a bunch of far left pieces of garbage. But here, this is Florida. This is a Florida story. This is why we're proud of Floridas. We're proud of our Cape. We're proud of our
Shut up,
brethren.
Tony. Let me
here
just play
in
this.
Cape Coral, heroes don't need fucking capes. We need more people like this guy to make America and Cape Coral, Florida, fucking great again.
I was sleeping and my wife was coming out of the bathroom and she noticed an alert on the phone.
At 2 a.m., Kyle Mavette jumped out of his bed in his Batman pajamas, got in his truck, and drove around his southeast Cape Coral neighborhood. He said he found a possible burglar in his neighbor's garage. That's when he swooped in.
I grabbed a hold of their shirt and their right wrist and I told him, I said, listen, don't try to get away.
Mavette says the neighborhood here in southeast Cape Coral is usually pretty calm, so he left his vehicle unlocked. That's how the suspect was able to steal more than $800 worth of personal items from both him and his neighbor.
Police showed up quickly after and arrested Justin Schimple. They say he'd taken 2 pairs of Ray-Ban sunglasses, a wrist wallet, and more than $500 worth of gift cards.
This is a crime of opportunity. People are leaving their doors unlocked so people can get inside and steal their items.
Contractor by day, hero by night.
I don't have a Superman pajama because he's kind of, if you're impervious and invincible, you're not really brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up and put your hands together tonight. People knock Florida, but here's a real hero who doesn't wear a cape. A guy wearing Batman pajamas, for Christ's sake. Not Superman, not Spider-Man, not Aquaman, or any of these other worthless pieces of shit. great Judge Caprio. If you've seen him, he did a podcast where he was very, very sympathetic to people. He had a show that was all over the networks, and he did. He took care of the people. He had empathy. Somebody who got a couple of tickets, he would do it. I don't know if you saw it. It was a great show.
Did I get it back?
I
Does
don't
it
know,
sound
Robin,
back?
but I'm going to talk about
I think I got the sound back.
this guy, Judge Caprio. You may have seen him. The funeral procession in Rhode Island today, while most of the Rhode Island people are whack job douchebags, people honored this guy. Judge Caprio. Remember he had a show? He was a judge.
I loved him.
And people would come up and say, hey, Your Honor, I messed up.
Mm-hmm.
But the guy was very empathetic.
He was amazing.
A real judge.
He was a
Not
mensch.
like these scumbag, crumb-keep
As
douchebags.
Andrew Siciliano would say, he was a real mensch.
Yes, he was. He wasn't a mensch. He was a hero. He was the kind of judge that you want when you go into a courtroom.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
And you didn't have all the money in the world. And you couldn't lie your way through a case. You basically told this judge, Judge Caprio, you know what, Your Honor? I made a mistake. I don't have much money. I got a couple of tickets. Can you please spare me? And you know what he would do? He would spare them because he was a humanitarian. Unlike most of the scumbags in Rhode Island right now, who I wouldn't pee on if they were on fire. If the entire state of Rhode Island was on fire, I wouldn't piss on most of these people. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the way I feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Tony,
What?
I think this has been a fantastic return.
And I want to after 105 days, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Back, as Chris Perman once said. But when you look at social media and you see all the low-life scumbags on both the left and the right who have an agenda to pimp political bullshit, make up your own frickin' minds, people. Look for the facts. You have access to the most information in the history of the world. So instead of texting your douchebag friends in your frickin' car, how about going on and checking the frickin' facts, you sons of bitches? You are the worst of the worst. You have the access to anything at your palms, at your fingertips. How about doing some research in a day and age when you can research anything, any hour, 24 hours a day? So the bottom line is this. You have the access to information. Get the facts and then come back and see me, as the great Jim Calhoun once said. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
So that's all I'm saying. No generation in the history of the planet has had easier access than the generation that exists now. You don't have to go to the library and go into the microfiche to look up stuff. You can look up stuff in 10 frickin' seconds, okay? That's the bottom line. That's not politics. That's not a political opinion. That is absolute fact. All right? So that's the bottom line. Think for yourself. Don't listen to any of these political jackasses who tell you how to think. Think for yourself. If not, you're just another piece of garbage cultist on the left and the frickin' right. And on that note, we want to thank everybody who listened tonight. It's been 100 and how many days? 105? Is that the official total, Robin? 105?
Yes, 105 was the official days of how long we did not.
And we want to thank everybody. We love you. We appreciate you. We thank you for coming back. I know we've been bouncing around. We've been trying to get this house built. It's now done for the most part. When we get the water in, then Luigi will come in next week and we'll rip him a new asshole. Let's be honest. We love Luigi. We love Dean. We love all of our faithful
We
listeners.
only rip the people that we love.
Yeah, exactly. If you can't rip the people that you love, who can you rip? That's my message to all the people out there tonight. We can joke
God, I
around.
have not seen you this drunk in a long time.
Drunk? Are you fucking
Oh,
serious?
you
Rob?
are so drunk right now.
Drunk? Are you serious right now?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. No
Robin?
doubt about it.
What the hell is wrong with you? Are you shitting? You know that I can actually basically just cut you off from this program. I can bring in a rando off the street and replace your ass tomorrow.
Who can cut off who?
I can cut your ass off right now. And even though I won't,
I'm just saying, Tony Bruno, that I have not seen you.
I'm not drunk, Robin. I'm willing to go in front of a
Can you
radar
do-
detector or a
Radar?
breathalyzer.
Radar.
Robin, the only drunk
am-
on this show right now is you.
Yeah.
And you are
I am
drunk.
drunk.
You're a crumb creep. You're
I
a
am-
crumb creep lush.
I am
and I
a
know
lush.
a lush when I see one, Robin.
I am 100%
I know a lush
drunk and lush.
when I see one.
100%. I'm not. I am not. I am absolutely 100%.
You are
admitting.
drunk as a mother humping skunk, Robin.
And I hope you take advantage of me.
Thank you, Stephen.
Wait a minute.
No, Stephen. No, go ahead. Pretend that you're the preeminent cowboy basher in America, chump. And I love Stephen A. And I love all these phony cowboy haters. But you know, at the end of the day, Robin, it becomes dark like it is right now over Cape Coral.
I need some kind of food in my body to absorb the alcohol that is inside of me right now.
You're damn right, Robin.
And what's really sad is we are such cheap dates. This is 2 drinks. 2.
A 2-drink minimum. Normally you would pay for that in a
That's
cheap
just
bar with some well shit. We are now pouring top shelf, Robin. Top mother humping shelf.
It is pretty freaking sad, Tony Bruno. Don't deny it, Tony. You're drunk.
Listen, I'm a little tipsy. I'm not going to deny it.
Okay.
I'm not Dean Martin drunk.
Okay. No.
Or Kamala Harris
You
drunk.
and I are both tipsy.
A little tipsy, but guess what? As soon as this show ends, we'll go upstairs, we'll lay down, smack 'em, yak 'em, and not go out and put anybody else in danger.
Nobody
So-
orders a pizza, you fuckers.
That's all right. We don't need to order pizza, Robin. We can get some of your gabagool. And by the way, all you people who are wondering what's going on with Spirit Airlines, they've officially filed for Chapter 11. But the good news, Robin, I've just been handed this breaking news. If you were a member of the Spirit Airlines frequent flyer Cubs,
Yeah.
guess what? You can now take those Spirit
shove it
Airlines
up
miles.
your-
No. Come on. You can take, for the second time in a year, Spirit Airlines has declared bankruptcy. And now the good news, though, for all of you people who have frequent flyer Spirit Airlines miles as our closing thought tonight, you can take those extra miles and extra free booze coupons, and you can then convert them into Spirit Airlines drink certificates on the next.
That's such bullshit.
No,
Just-
on the next great cruise, sponsored by the greatest cruise ship airline ever, the greatest Cripshine, Spirit.
Tony, give up. Just give up.
By the way, we can thank all of those people who have those extra drink tickets. They can now use them as your next Carnival cruise exclusive.
Oh, Carnival.
Yeah. So if you have miles on Spirit Airlines and you want to go on a Carnival cruise, you can use those tickets to go get yourself some free 2 a.m.
Tony.
chicken McNuggets. Or they can become the Spirit Airlines Halloween stores in the sky.
Tony, can you just say goodnight?
You know the Spirit Halloween
just say
stores,
good-
Robin?
just say
Spirit
goodnight.
Airlines will now become the Spirit Airlines.
Tony,
Yes.
say goodnight.
Good night, everybody. I want to thank you all for listening. Yes, we've had a couple. I'm blaming Robin. It's not my fault that
made
she
them.
poured. She poured
I-
two drinks that allowed me to come because I have not been drinking.
No.
But Robin is the one who has turned me into a slurring fool.
You are a lush.
Because
and
Robin
I can
is a
tell by
crumb,
looking at you.
creep, coward, lush. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to Frank. We have still Frank Rizzo.
No, say goodbye. Say goodbye.
You're a
say goodbye.
crumb, creep. Good night, everybody. God bless you. We love you all.